Mr. Tech, how much are you paying yourself as salary, Steve?
How I don't own any startup now. I can't be paying myself salary.
You're not a founder, I mean, but
I'm
that's the
planning
dream
to.
now.
Anything from 15.
Become
It can be less than 15 now. That's the mad now, right?
15 what, sir?
God will help.
$1,000 or 50 million naira.
Is it not the same thing?
Yeah. shout out to CBN. What is the
Is it not
difference
the
these
same
days?
thing?
What is the difference these
Is it-
days?
What's the difference between me and you?
Me and you.
15,000 naira. Sorry, $15,000.
Oh, wow.
It's 15 million naira now. Easy.
15 million naira. All na same. All na same. Ibi normal. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Loose Talk, your favorite
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, are we live?
It's
Are we
coming
live?
again. Oh, we're live. We're live.
Oh, okay.
We're live. If
Yeah, lead
you
research
stare
channel.
at
Don't catch your don't take
lead
your lead
researcher
research
off guard,
unaware.
Abby.
Yeah, you don't understand.
We're live. We're live. We're here.
Understand.
We're here. We're coming a day late. Sorry, guys. Start getting
Yeah,
used to
sorry.
it. These boys are getting old. Way past our sexual peak.
Speak for yourself.
No.
Speak to the people that are sleeping on Saturday. If you know you slept on Saturday, raise up your hand.
I think I've gone back on that because as someone who looks up to Didi, right? I can
Yeah.
confirm that our sexual peak is now between the ages of 35 and 60. So we still on, baby. City up, city boys. We still
Steve,
up.
City boys is
Steve.
still,
Yeah.
we're still up.
Steve, I repeat to you, they follow billionaire. We fit afford to knock for 4 hours. Okay, I pity you. They knock for 4 hours in this thing goes economy now.
I think the sexual peak. What was I watching? I can't remember. I was watching something and I was discussing this thing with my. I think I was discussing this thing with my wife about sexual peak. What we talked on the podcast. It was very funny. We're watching something sex related. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think the sexual peak thing is not about performance in bed. That's not what the
No,
sexual peak
no.
thing. For
It's not
people who
at
are
all,
listening, the
So
sexual
what
peak
is it?
thing is the post nax thing.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. How long it takes you to reload? Yeah, that's true.
Bro, recovery mode.
It's
You
recovery.
play match for
It's a recovery
Saturday.
time.
You play see
Yeah,
you play kickoff time, 3 p.m. match on in the Premiership on Saturday,
true.
bro. You won't go
That's
play
true.
Champions League game for Tuesday. It's a problem.
It's a
Yeah,
problem. You
because
can't. Yeah.
who is the oldest player that we know that is playing actively in football now? Who is the oldest guy?
Casemiro.
Casemiro's recovery time going to be different from Garnacho's recovery
From
time.
Garnacho.
Yeah.
Garnacho will be ready to play the next day. Casemiro will tell me,
Garnacho will
please
be
give
ready
me
to
2
play.
weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Give me 2 weeks.
Casemiro will say,
And
please.
guess
Give me
what?
4 days.
And guess what? If you are stubborn about it, when you go on a fantastic run like Casemiro did last season, look
Oh
at
my,
him
you
now.
go enter one chance.
Casemiro literally is ball watching. He go look am like say more.
It's
Do you know the
ball-
meaning of that?
The idiot is
It's
injured
this
now.
equivalent
He's
of
injured already now.
bro. Is the that thing that Casemiro does on the pitch now? Where he's just ball watching. He's just looking at someone go with the ball and he can't stress himself. Is when you see a 22-year-old Bill on the road and you just say, I can't.
No.
I have the
Don't
money.
tire.
I have
No,
the
Osagie,
swag,
no,
but
it's not that. It's
I'm
not that.
tired.
It's the, you know what it is? It's the equivalent of cow girl position where the girl be on top and you just be down. Just do anything. Just they go. I'm with you. Anyhow you whether it's gang press you ought to do. Or you have to do total football. I'm okay.
That's why I was.
You know what? You know what
I
you tell
was
the girl.
amazed.
Sorry, Steve. You know what you tell the girl. You just tell her you
What?
can start the trip.
Start the, so start the trip. Don't worry. I will. Don't
That's why I
worry.
was
Any amount.
amazed. I was in awe
Just
when
start the
Didi's
trip.
girlfriend, Didi's 23-year-old girlfriend said, now that man be getting it on. I said, at 53, what is happening?
Wait, though, Diddy is 53. Oh. God
Yes, so,
damn.
Yep.
but
He's a man
you
I
know
knew
what?
in
I
my
consoled
20s.
myself. I said, "Is Viagra?" You know why?
Why?
Why are
He's
you
a
hating like that?
53-year-old
It's
man.
Blue Chew. It's Blue Chew.
Mm-hmm.
He's Blue Chew. He's a 53-year-old
Bluetooth
man
is the new one.
dating a 23-year-old girl. He has to do those things to, you know, understand,
Yeah,
to
yeah. To
meet
make sure
up.
she comes back
Yeah,
home. Yeah.
that's why it's advisable
See,
to date
all this.
within your age group, so you don't start popping
53
pills.
year old man should go and date a 36-year-old babe. That's all.
36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You don't understand.
I
That's
know
the
all those 30
23 is too
something there and
much.
their sexual people. I bet leave those
No,
ones. Enter 40.
the twenties
Enter
no they
40.
play
I beg.
too.
The 20s don't play
20s go do
too.
the work. 30s want
Where
you
the
to
at the
Twenties
end of
what
do.
they lack in the see 20s what they lack in experience. They can run around the whole field 90 minutes extra time. Experience is not there,
Ganacho.
when they go run the whole field die.
Alejandro Ganacho.
Say which position do you want to play, sir? The 30 years now positioning
Alejandro
now. Okay, which part
Yeah,
of the pitch will I be
ball.
most effective in?
Yeah,
Luka
yeah, yeah,
Modric.
yeah, yeah. Experience.
Look at
That's
Modric
experience.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Middle of the
Tony
pack.
Cruz.
that's true. That's true.
Oh my
But once
god.
in a while, you dey get some James Milner. You dey get some
No,
James
no, no,
Milner.
no. Once in a while, you get those James Mina, my brother. Uh, it is what it is. Shout out to
If you
David
start
though.
this game, you no go
He,
start the next game.
his album is very good. That album is very good. That is his album is very
Who is
good. I
that?
love it.
Oh yeah,
David,
these albums were very, very good.
it's very
You know,
good.
funny enough, I've not heard it. I've
Oh,
still not
sorry.
heard it.
Yeah, so it's a
Is it
vibe.
better
It's a
than
vibe.
the Dirty Money album?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, it is.
it is. It's a
Why
vibe.
didn't people accept that Diddy Dirty Money album? What was the problem with with people then?
Shalaman. I think
They didn't have a light skin
Shalaman
girl.
spoiled that album.
They didn't have a light skin girl.
That album is a solid album,
That one
and they
is
just
That's
good.
a,
hated on
Everything
the
on that
that's
album.
album
that's
is
a cult classic. That's a cult classic, man.
I don't. I think that you know what, the album was ahead of its time, like about a few
yeah.
years.
Yeah, probably.
It was ahead
That
of its
album was
time
very
about a few years
That's
because
the
nobody
20,
was
2009.
doing
That's the 2009 album, right? Or
2010. I think it
2010.
was a 2010.
10, 10.
2010,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, 10, 10, 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't think anybody was doing something like that. That album had Nicki, Rick Ross, T.I., Usher, Mary J.
Justin
Blige.
Timberlake,
Good, good.
That
everybody
Chris
Yeah,
was
Brown.
Drake,
Yeah, that Chris Brown
yeah.
record. Love it. Love
No, that
Swiss
Chris Brown
Beats.
record, that Chris Brown record
it.
is
Yeah,
insane.
it's
Ah, no, no, no.
the
Anyways, yeah,
digital.
that was a good album. The album I'm
Um,
listening to right now is Cleo Soul. I don't know if you guys listen to Cleo Soul.
I listened to it today.
She's
Fantastic. It's like a gospel album, sha, but it's fantastic.
the gold album, right? So that
Yeah,
one, the one before
fantastic album.
Heaven, the one before that one, Mother, the one before that one, like she's amazing. She's amazing. So that's what I've been
wait, she,
listening
she,
to,
is she, is she
and I
from
use it to
Nigeria?
work. No, she is. I think she's British. But her
Oh, okay.
mom, her dad is like of Jamaican descent, and her mom is from
She's a
like
lot of
another.
things. She's not like
There's a
you
Yeah,
can't place her
British,
like
there's a
one place.
British,
so she,
there's a
very
British
exotic.
R&B, there's a British R&B artist that I'm looking for. I listened to her a lot in 2020. I've forgotten
What's
her
her name?
name. She had like two mad albums. I've forgotten her name. The only person that can remind me of that girl is Tolani, and I'll message Tolani after this episode. She's like I think she's Jamaican and British Jamaican. Like I can't remember her name. I'll try to remember her name. When I remember her name, I'll tell you. She's a very dope R&B artist. Love her. Yep, yep. What's up?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So again, sorry for. Let me introduce everybody properly. My name is Osagie Alonga as usual. We have in a
My name is
building.
Amide Tayo.
We have in a
Yeah,
building.
didn't know who's there. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
I
have
want to
Mr.
give a shout
Before,
out
let me.
to
I
Let him
wanted to
do
big
this.
you
Let him
guys
do the
up.
intro first.
which
I
intro. You
wanted
never
to
finished.
big.
When
Let
you
me
want to
big
introduce
you guys.
again.
No, hold on now, Mr.
Oh, okay, okay.
AOT2. Gotta big him up
Oh,
very well. Yeah,
uh,
doing a lot of things. Media maven. You know,
Media
doing
maybe.
with the plug management. Yeah,
We dey
oh,
try. We dey
330
try.
BG, 30 BG affiliated. You know,
I better go. I better go.
Plenty big
all,
wanna
that-
big
all.
give us
I mean, hey
exclusive.
man, it is what it
Ah,
is. It is what it is. You gotta rep your set in it.
Yeah.
innit?
You know. So shout out to you. We see you. We see all the amazing things. We saw you panelists at the Spotify event. We saw you on the stage. Saw you
Yeah,
there. Clean shoes. Yeah. You know, the fit was fitting.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was
You
chilled.
see, whether you like it or not, you gotta give Ayo his flowers, man. Ayo came in this game in what, '08, still standing strong. You know how many people came in '08 in your time that they've
I'm
gone
on the
into
plenty.
oblivion. And guess what? It's like you're living another, like another version of your life again. It's almost like a new entrant into the things, right?
Yeah, I feel so too.
You know, that whole pop culture thing, and you're still there in the very, front of it. And guess what? Guess what? Didn't
Oh,
conform. Didn't
yeah, yeah.
conform. Didn't sell out. Stuck to what you are. Stuck to what you're doing. I respect that. I fucking respect it. Just
Thanks, bro.
this is me, man. I'm not going to, overcompensate. I'm not going to, you see the trickery going on social. We see it.
Who's
See,
the
we
person
see
that
that. We
sold that you
see
know,
it.
Osagie?
Talk into the fucking mic first before you ask me a question like that.
Mr. Lead Researcher.
Who's the person that sold that you know?
You're not. You know what? That mic is not connected. You're talking through your laptop.
Girl,
Let
yeah,
me check.
I've
I'll
tried my
check now.
best.
Yeah, this is a default MacBook. The mic. That's. You're not talking into the mic.
Tech,
Go to your
bro.
settings. Tech bro, useless tech bro, useless.
Hmm. No, annoying me for this one. No, no, annoying me for this episode. Let's say I get short temper.
Connect the mic. The guy
No,
carry
annoying
mic
me.
for
No,
mouth. The mic know the work since morning. You see the difference now. You hear the difference rather.
ah, no, 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 no,
It are
no,
still
no,
not
no, no,
connected.
no.
It's still showing default MacBook. Go to your
I don't think you
settings.
can change it while we are recording. I
I
think we
can't
have to
change it while
stop.
we're recording. No,
Yeah, that's the issue. So you have to
I can't change
stop,
it while we're
save.
recording. No.
Uh-huh. Steve, you asked me a question.
I was like, do you know anybody that sold out?
A lot of people sold out. Yes, I do now.
Can you mention one person? Okay, you can't mention names, all right?
Why am I mentioning?
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to get like if you have a clear
Oh, now
understanding of what you meant by selling out, you know.
yeah, they will now turn it into a soundbite. They will now put it online. And I'll be the person they sacrifice to the Twitter gods, to the ex gods
To
that
deal
day.
with you.
You understand? Because some things that happen on Twitter. And some days you just look at it, it's 11 o'clock, nothing has happened. Then
Yeah.
the most
Yeah.
trivial thing, it can just be somebody saying, I like to use HP pencil.
That's
Someone
all.
just come. That's it. It will now be the most trivial thing because somebody must be slaughtered every day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they're worshiping Baal on that platform. Somebody must be slaughtered. Anyways, let me continue with my intro. Shout out. So I have given your flowers as usual. Let's give people their flowers when they are alive. People now die. They will not be like, oh, this person was a you not go on Twitter writing an epistle. No, no,
Aya is
no.
not
I give
Aya is
you
not
your
going to
flowers.
Aya is not going to die, please.
Ayo is going to die one day. I am going to die one day. Everybody's going to die one
Okay,
day.
if you put it like
I'm
that,
gonna
if
know
you
Rapture,
put it
when.
like
rapture is
that.
coming. Rapture is coming. We're all going to fly to heaven.
Y'all not
Omo, I
going
don't know.
anywhere. See, you don't know.
Like you
You
said,
know,
we're not
believe
going
that.
anywhere.
You know, believe that
Like you
side
said,
again. That way.
like
Y'all
there's
ain't
something
go.
Osage usually says. Osage used to say it every time. Say if rapture happens today, there will be a scientific explanation to it, and everybody will move on with their lives.
Before,
Immediately.
of course,
Immediately.
sharp,
That's
sharp.
it now. That's it. Science and
One
religion
time.
is the same
Uh,
thing. I explained to somebody how they place curses on people. It's just code. It's a for loop. If this, then that. If this person is trying to graduate, then equals to this thing exclamation mark equals to not graduate, which is cannot graduate, and the code is there. That's jazz now. And then if another person wants to undo it, they will just go into and do and that thing you're calling jazz, they just go in there and remove the code, and then the thing
Jazz
happens.
on jazz.
Do you understand? Science and religion, it's just that the way we made it look so like the mystic and spirituality. Spirituality is code, it's science, it's the same thing. And we're merging towards one place. And when we merge, that's when everything will now become very open. Talking about, before I go on to Steve, talking about like crazy jazz shit that used to happen when
go on
when
to
I was
Steve.
in
What did I
Ilorin, right?
do?
Wait now, hold on. When we were in Ilorin, our lecturer was telling us about one student. See, the guy was in maths department. This guy was fucking brilliant. He will pass all the tests, everything. My brother, when it comes to exam, eh,
Chance.
you'll get into the class, into the lecture theater,
Or forget everything.
right? No, the guy will just sleep.
Ah.
Yeah, the guy will just get tired and sleep. Then when they now say, when they now say 15 minutes more, the guy will now wake up and start writing so fast because he knows everything. He will not be writing, 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 but it won't be enough. So he used to get like D, he used to get E, best you get C. So one of the lecturers was like a pastor and was also like he used to guide, and counsel students, right?
Yeah.
So he noticed what had happened, I think the first semester and second semester of the 100 level. He was the one that helped that guy. You know what he used to do?
Well,
Anywhere that guy has an exam, he will make sure he's there. He will inform all the lecturers there was. So, like 20, 30 minutes into the exam, like let's say 20 minutes into the exam, you know what they will just do? The lecturer will just scream, 15 more minutes. Then everybody in the hall will be like, what? No, what's going on? But guess what will happen? The guy will
the
wake
guy
up
will
and
wake
start.
up.
And that's how they were able to help this guy till he graduated.
Wow.
Fam. It is in university that you hear the wildest stories. I actually and genuinely feel, right, that some people you met in uni were not real people.
I
Of
agree.
course, now
Like
there. Yes, now it's a
I agree.
convergence of a lot of people now. So yeah,
people used to say that
That,
thing a lot, right?
yeah, I agree.
And as
There's
I continued to progress in school, I
yeah,
started to
and
believe it.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Uni was wild
people are
though.
just
Anyways,
weird.
no, uni was fucking wild, bro. I have like 1 million uni stories, man. Uni was fucking wild. Like surviving that shit was all it does is it just builds character. It builds
Yep.
character. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm not the biggest fan of these private, you know, universities. I don't understand how. Still trying to understand how you get into a university and you're not allowed access to leave when you want. You're
Yeah.
not allowed access to live your life freely. You know, and people try to justify it. I see people, justifying it. Oh yes, this is, that's how it works, blah blah blah. I don't think that's how universities work, and anyway, Sha, let me heal my guy, Steve, the lead researcher. I'm very proud of you. I was telling you, I was having a conversation with MI, you
Yeah.
know, about you and just talking about your journey, man. And there's nothing, more um sweeter a story than when you see someone come from outside Lagos, right? Come into the city, come and establish themselves. You came to do NYC and you never look back. And look at you, man. A proud father living in your house like a king, you know.
Shout out to Tinubu. Shout out to Tinubu for helping you.
City boy.
This
Yeah,
guy
city
went
boy.
from
You know,
City
city. This
boy.
is a city boy
City
era
boy.
now. City boy is the
this guy went
president.
from
City boy is a hit song. Like, come on, man.
this guy went from attending why are you laughing? This guy went from attending NYC to saying now we get Lagos. The audacity.
That's the dream, fam. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
The Nigerian dream.
If it's, bro, if
The
it's no more
Kolobi
than that,
state.
I don't know. You don't understand.
My guy
You don't
Kolobi
understand. This guy
state.
went from you get this guy. You are
My
the real Amod. You are the real Amoda.
Yes. The rest might go give us your band name now.
Yes, now you are the real.
Stephen
You are the
Deng
real
Dende.
Amoda. I'm waiting for David on to do your own fucking story.
Oh, you guys. I'll grab my
The real
popcorn.
fucking,
I will grab my
the real
popcorn.
fucking Amoda. Oh my
it's a,
fucking goodness,
it's a very interesting city. Very, very
bro,
It
interesting.
is.
bro.
It is.
Yeah.
Nah, see, Lagos.
And you know
And
when I graduated there, I was I was like convincing a lot of my guys to like just come to Lagos. Please come to Lagos, right? It's going to be difficult at first, but please you have to do it. And none of them listen to me, you know. And it's something we discuss now, and they all see the picture now and say, "Bro, like you saw, like you were ahead of you were ahead of time, you know." It's a very interesting city. I love the city, and now make I thought that the talk say now we get legal, now we get that now our own. But
And
thank
I
you,
respect
Osag. I
that, man.
appreciate that. Thank you, thank you,
Yeah, I
thank you,
respect that. I respect that. I
thank you.
respect that,
Let
man. I
me let
respect
me
that.
let
Give
me
you
leave
your
your
flowers.
flowers for another day. May not be like say you say they give flowers. Me, you know what I'm. So we'll do yours another day.
Yeah,
You know how it is now.
no
We'll do it. We'll
problem. No,
do
I
it.
did for you. I did for you. I did for you.
Correct. Correct.
Quick
Correct. Correct.
feedback. Quick
Correct.
feedback. Quick
Yep.
feedback. Guys, we have a lot of female listeners.
Oh, we do. Oh, and I
Yes.
was
We
afraid that
do.
we were like misogynist or social like that.
No, we don't. So,
Okay, good.
um, sometimes when I read emails, we kind of read it from a man's perspective, but
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of times women are actually writing in.
Especially when the person like the person don't indicate like the name or their gender, will be like he.
Hmm.
When we're responding to the
Yes.
email, we say he.
Yes.
You know, that's very very
Yes.
disgusting from us. You have to apologize on our behalf because you
Why
are
is
the
it no?
biggest
Why is
culprit.
it me now? No,
Ayo,
why am I
Ayo,
the biggest?
you are the biggest culprit from this
Like,
for this
like
thing. I swear,
me.
you
I'm
are.
I'm too woke. I'm
Ayo,
so woke.
So
I don't sleep.
you're not apologizing to
I'm
Abi.
so woke. I don't sleep, bro.
are you going
Mm,
to apologize or
oh,
not?
I'd like to apologize on Steve Dede's bad behavior and Osage encouraging him. I tried my best with the two of them, but what can we say? We can't update them, but we managed. Thank you.
you say can't update them. We don't turn
Accept,
West.
please accept my apology on their behalf. Thank you.
Oh, Allah, no, wow, wow.
Anyway, shout out to all our female listeners. We apologize. See, let's keep it real, right? And I had a conversation with one of our female listeners in Canada, right? We had a conversation
Canada,
and she was like,
Canada,
yeah, yeah, Canada, Canada. Magneto is my guy. Shout out to
cool guy.
Magneto. Yeah, one of the best rappers, one of the best Nigerian rappers. Anyway, so I was having this conversation, and it was like, "See, guys, there are women who listen to to the podcast. So I guess we've always seen it as three guys just having conversation, and it's mostly guys that will be listening. We can't from the back end know if the gender of who's listening. I guess we can carry out a survey, and if you guys fill the survey, we can find out. But yeah, um, I don't know. Do you guys like? I think it's a bit confusing for me because do we change what we say or do we just say what we say? I don't
Oh,
know.
say what we say. Oh.
Just say what we say, right?
I don't think we've ever been,
No, no. So
especially the
when I mean
second.
change, I don't mean change. I mean, do we introduce other things where we feel? Because me, I'm already thinking of how to
Oh, okay, okay,
optimize.
to serve everybody, right? Yeah.
You know,
So let me put it this
pause.
way:
Yeah, pause.
I get more social media feedback, like online feedback from women, from females, than physical
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
feedback
that's
from
true.
like the moonshot events. I didn't see that like no single woman or like female walked up to me to say, "Oh, guys, I listened to your list to the podcast. Well, I'm a giant." Blah blah blah. So it's just straight up guys, young guys, like you know, panelists, founders, like stuff like that. But I've noticed that those guys don't reach out to me via Instagram, Twitter. It's always the women, it's always
Mm.
the female who send me DMs. What's up? How you doing? You said this, you said that. This is my thought on it and stuff like that. So
Nobody
yeah, I
sends me
kind of with
DMs. What is going on?
is that people don't send you DMs.
Oh, women don't send me DMs. Couple of guys, not a lot of
Because
guys, like my guys. Yeah.
We all know why now.
I want talk something now, but if I
Why?
talk out, it will be
You're a
red card for
snob, like
Steve. So
you're a
please.
snob. You're a difficult person to talk to. That's why.
I'm not. The persona just feels that way, and I can't control it. How can you say I'm a difficult person to talk to?
The
That's
narrative
that's
has
so
gone out,
fucked
Steve.
up.
I mean, also the narrative has gone out, so it's too late.
No, who started this narrative that I'm very difficult to talk to?
A few episodes on Factually will prove that, and
We are convince people.
evidence
Not
that you are convinced people that you are very. You need to
Shout
expunge the internet of your
not
videos.
not even fact. Okay, maybe facts only because of the visuals, right? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anytime when Osage complained about Twitter earlier, I wanted to say something before we moved on to another subject. I was like, we were the ones doing this thing at a time in our lives where we just wake up every day. I'm
No,
like, what the fuck are we going? No, no, no.
no. I
Osage, you were
wasn't
a
like,
problem
no,
on
no,
Twitter at a
no.
time. Osage, no, no, no,
I
no,
was,
no.
I was.
Between Osage, between 2011 and
This is a
between
narrative. This
2011
is
and
a narrative.
2013, maybe 13, you had this fierce critic, like no nonsense critic before facts only.
This is
Osage,
The
ayo,
Met
am
days.
I lying here?
The
am
Met
I
days. So what did our source
Yeah.
kid blocked? So what did our source kid blocked? Come
You
on now.
telling me
Come
now?
on now.
Come
I
on now.
Come
I
on now.
did here now. One I no change this narrative. Oh. See, I don't like this thing
Okay.
when
Ah,
they do.
bro, the
Okay, defend
day
yourself, sir.
My my Twitter persona has always been different from the actual work I've been doing. The actual work I've been doing, right, gets online and then it builds that whole controversy. Everybody talks about it. But in terms of
yeah.
me tweeting, no. This whole thing, guys, I'm approachable. People reach out. Come on, man. How can you be doing this to me? The thing is that
Okay,
maybe don't
please,
even reach out.
approach.
I'm not going to
Approach.
Osage
reply.
is actually
I'm also not
the
going to reply. I'm actually not going to
You
reply.
see how? You see how?
yeah. I respond to everybody. Like it might not be
Oh,
immediately, it might not be that same that week. It might take me a week or like days, but I eventually
takes
respond to
me
you.
might takes me
Yeah,
months at times.
yeah. It takes a lot of time. I won't lie. I still respond though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I don't need you to reply to me or write to me. I need you to do what? Write to the fan mail. Fan
yeah.
mail
That's
at
true.
lootstockgiants.com. Yes, that is what will warm my heart. Anyways, how's it been, guys?
It's been good. It's been all right.
Isn't
It's
it?
been cool.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been
Ayo,
good.
you're always
I have been
outside these
getting paid
days.
in dollars.
Please,
It's
I
been
have to
getting
get
paid in
money. Please, bro. I'm
Why
the
is it
outside
always
man
outside?
now. It is not what you know anymore. It's who you know. Please, I don't know
Yep,
anything
yep.
again. I want to know people. Thank you. I know they did anything again. I'm done.
You sound so much like Steve Stout right now.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's what
the
Steve
commissioner.
Stout will say.
yeah.
The commissioner.
Please, the commissioner
Yeah.
himself.
I was outside this week. I saw Nana. I saw Nana too at Moonshot.
Yeah. You said you are
So
harassing him
Moonshot.
for his equipment.
Yes, now.
For your
Why won't I
equipment.
harass? Why won't I harass him?
Speak, speaking about Nana,
Yeah.
Yeah.
speaking about Nana, you are editing this podcast, so he's probably going to listen to this. Nana, you're
Oh,
listening to
he
this
is.
right now. Nana doesn't give a fuck about this podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
234 essential. Nana will walk on broken glass for 234 essential.
Yes, sir.
The other podcast on this network, Nana, you see him everywhere. He's in the group chat. He's jumping everywhere. We didn't record yesterday. Nana didn't even give a fuck.
No, I told him. I told him. He knew because he was with me yesterday. So I told him like,
Nana
bro,
will
don't
just
even
see you.
bother
Hey,
yourself.
you are newsletter duty. Oh. Whether you want record or not record. Nana, wahala.
So
I've not
please,
seen
Steve,
the. I've not,
Steve,
what kind
do
of
not send me the newsletter. Please do so immediately.
I'm telling
That's
you.
all. He doesn't even care about it. Oh, guys, what happened? You didn't record. When are we rescheduling for? Can I join? Nana has not joined any of
No,
our
don't
recording,
worry.
virtual
I'll deal
recording
with. No,
before.
no, I will deal with you. Don't worry. Make I catch you again.
Nothing. Nothing. How was the moonshot event? First of all, shout out to Tech Cabal for
Yeah.
putting together what
Yeah.
a very wholesome event. The
Very,
panel
very, very, very
list was insane.
loaded.
The panel
Loaded.
was stacked and loaded, and
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
mean stacked and loaded, I don't just mean popular faces. Hey, come and shine it here. People of substance and value. Now, I didn't watch it, so I don't know how the conversations went. But these are the kind of people I definitely will leave my house for to come, watch them talk or speak.
Hence my
Had the
biggest
minister
problem.
there,
Hence my
and all
biggest
that. So
problem with
tell
like
us,
conferences.
give us a review of Moonshots.
Yeah. Hence my biggest problem with conferences and stuff like that. People come there for what they think we pay them the most, which is like networking, walking about. And I keep looking at the caliber of people on the panel, like the panelists, and I'm like, it would pay me more if I sit down and listen to these people than just walking around and just trying to meet people or just trying to, drift my way into some conversations, like Osagi will always say, right? I have a huge problem with deliberate, how do I put it, like deliberate networking. Like when you come and say, oh, I just want to network at this event. I feel there's a lot of fakery to it. Like that's what me I think. It's not 100%. It's not like it doesn't apply to everybody, but I would say like a huge size of the sample of people who do it. I think there's a lot of fakery. There's a lot of trying to um you know put up a perception of you knowing what you don't know, right? Which I really don't like. I can see behind some of those bullshit, and I really don't like it. So like, it goes back to what I was saying earlier on. Like the panel, the caliber of people who were on the panels, right? They were really good. These are people that you can sit down and listen to, and get insight into how they are building, what they are doing, and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of people came there and they were not even, they didn't even make any attempt to listen to anybody speak, just walking around, just talking and talking and talking. Like, but I guess it's a conference for ev- everything, like for networking, listening to panelists and stuff like that. But I feel like people are not doing the most important thing. What I think is the most important thing to do at conferences like that. That's just my own thoughts about it. But from the organization point of view, shout out to Tech about this used to be the feature of commerce. They changed it into a food tech, into moonshot. So moonlight, according to one guy on Twitter.
They
Um,
roasted that guy. They
Bro,
but
you
roasted
want to
my
it
start
guy.
an
was
event and less than 24 hours, you're
you
calling
forgot
an
the
event,
name.
the name of an event, another event, and you have
Exactly.
the A4 to put it online.
That's when you
It's the
don't.
kind of
Well, that
person that you were talking about.
I thank you
That
very
that
much.
that 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 young man probably didn't
He
attend one
didn't.
damn
He didn't
fucking
listen
event.
to. Thank you. So
You
that's
know.
that's just it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's just my own opinion about it. It was brilliant. It was good seeing a lot of guys, a lot of people walking up to me to say, "Oh, like listen to the podcast." You know,
Oh,
you
really?
guys have given me, yeah, a lot. Like I was so impressed. With what um you guys and which like what the community that we've built, because a lot of people come to me and like 4 or 5 people came to me, young guys, and we're talking about the clarity they've gotten over their career just by listening to us, right? And also a lot of questions about what do I do next? I'm confused over this, and it
I,
was
I
really
hope you
really
didn't
good.
recruit them to your Niger Delta military.
No, 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 I didn't. You
And
know me, I always preach consistency. I always say that no matter what you do in life, once you are consistent with it,
Yeah.
you'll be
A
great. So
terrorist,
that's
just be
it.
consistent with it. One day
Just be
you blow big
consistent.
stuff up.
Terrorism. One day you eventually
You blow
die.
big stuff up.
That's it. Yes. But it was really
literally.
good seeing a lot of guys. I met a guy who's running this logistics company. I forgot it. I have to go and look for that. I wrote it down somewhere on my phone. I have to go look for
What
it.
truck?
He runs
Truck?
a logistics company in Port Harcourt, not Lagos. He came from Port
Oh, okay,
Harcourt.
okay.
He
Mm.
said he had done. I think he's like 4 or 5 months into it. He said he has done about I think 2,000 rides right now.
Nice.
He's
Nice.
really growing. He has two staff with him. He has quit his main job just to focus on the company, and there's like a lot of
That's
potential
dope.
in it. I'll go, I wrote down the name of your company somewhere because the card you gave me, I lost it. So I'm going to go search for the company and then use it to trace your name. I'm going to give you a shout out on the podcast, even not this episode, the next
That's dope.
episode. But it was nice
That's dope.
meeting
That's dope.
a lot of you guys. Yeah,
Logistic business is no joke. So shout out to him for
bro,
Bro,
it's
it's
it's not
hard work.
easy at
possible.
all. Yeah,
Hard
yeah, yeah,
work,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy at
The
all.
mere fact he wants to do that, that's dope. That's dope. Wish him all the
Yeah.
best, man. Wish him all the best. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. You know, this your event just reminded me of when we were still at Ringia and we had to go. I had to go to the Africa CEO, attend the Africa CEO forum in
In
2019,
Kenya,
and I
was it
thought I
in
was just
Kenya?
yeah no no it wasn't Kigali, and I went with
Kigali. Okay,
one
okay.
of one of our colleagues. He's British, right? And I thought I was just gonna go there and just do my thing, attend a couple of stuff, meet people. That's how my boss just gave me me and the guy. They turned this whole thing into another thing. Opened one damn fucking spreadsheet, and they now sent somebody to look for all the people attending, and that we should go and get clients. And if we don't get clients,
Damn.
but not that we're done, but like the way my own boss was German, was like Ralph Ranick talking to me, man. It was like Joaquim Low on my ass. Say,
Yeah.
go and get clients. Bro, that shit was crazy. Because I'll find somebody that is attending. There was an app where you could send the person like an in message so the person could receive it because we all downloaded the app, right?
Yeah.
Then we had to then, message the person. Hopefully the person messages us back, right? And then we can book where we can meet the person, or we just randomly run into the person and we just randomly run. So what we were now doing, me and the guy, he was handling sales, I was doing like media. So I'll start off with trying to interview the person, for Business Insider Africa, Business Insider SSE. And so
Nice
Yeah.
we'll
one.
Yeah.
go, yeah, we'll go and meet you. Hi, Mr. Meditire, CEO of something or something. And like, want to do a quick interview, blah, blah, blah. And the interview will be short, oh, like 10, 15 minutes, but very in depth. They'll be
Yeah.
very impressed. Then I'll just introduce Mark. Mark heads our, partnerships and blah, blah, blah. Then he will just come in, get emails, try and start pitching, blah, 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 blah. And start setting everything up for us so that when we get back to Lagos, he will just follow up, with the
On
leads.
time.
So we basically went to do lead generation there, you know,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was
And
wild, bro. And that's how we
yeah.
met the
On
Boa guy. We met the what's his name, CEO of Boa. And shout
yeah.
out to um I'm Ortega now. That's when I met, Ortega in person for the first time. Cool ass dude. He set up the interview. We did the interview. Lasted for like maybe 7 minutes because he was busy. He just walked out on the interview. Because man, it's fucking billionaire. He was busy doing other things. So I was happy to, get him for 7 minutes and all that and picked it up from there. That's yeah. I was just saying, like
Yeah. Yeah.
when you go for those events, you have to go with there's some intentionality with it.
A
It's either
purpose.
you are
Yeah.
Yeah.
going and you are going to capture leads, or you are going to generate leads, or you are going to listen to all the panel sessions and whatever, and you're doing that well.
Yeah.
Don't just go there and
Yeah.
hang around and all that.
And
And
be
I mean,
taking
because
True.
guess
selfies.
what? Guess what? Fuck it even being Moonshot. Fuck it even being Africa Zero Forum. When we used to go for concerts, Iron knows
Bro.
this back in the day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When we used to go
Bro.
to Club Rockaway, I was taking, bro. How do you think I became?
Bro.
How do you think I was able to, in like know everybody in the industry at that young age? And when I now started working at Net, how easy it was for me? It's because I had introduced myself to everybody. I used to just go out every day. Oh, this event is happening. Boom, go there. Guess what? When I started working at Pulse, media and everything, and I wanted to pivot into something else beyond just, media because I felt like there was a ceiling there, right? And I started to look into the tech space. You know what I used to do? I go on Eventbrite. First of all,
Yeah.
first thing I used to do was I reworked all my social media. I unfollowed all the celebs. The ones that are following me, the ones that don't follow, I followed everybody. And I followed people in that industry, tech.
Yeah.
And so the conversations on my timeline just changed. Then once I see an event, as long as the event has to do with tech,
You go there.
I'm there. I'm fucking there. I'm there. Every day, every event. I'm going there, and I'm not just going there. I'm going there. I mean, meeting up with people, speaking with people, introducing myself to people, taking their cards, giving them my card, showing up every damn day. And that's how I was able to build my own space or build my own persona in that industry. I think Steve has gone off.
No, I'm here.
No. You see here. See here.
Ah,
I'm
you were
here.
so stationary. Damn, I thought
Oh,
your
okay.
internet
Sorry. I
was.
was listening to you.
No,
I was listening to you.
you know, I'll just go one event about, fintech and the blah, 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 blah. You just see me there sitting down. Half of the shit they used to say, I didn't used to understand. I'll just be there, front row, just taking it in. Then during the session breaks and everything, I'll walk up to people. Hi, my name is. I walk around here. Oh, and boss, I know you guys. Yeah, I do this and that. That, that. Oh, nice. Boom, boom, boom. That's how I got. You know, I was able. Shout out to Fola, who said, I think you should join the Google Startup Accelerator as a mentor. And speak to people on media and marketing. I was like, yeah, it's a fantastic idea. Boom, I was there. They flew me to Kigali, flew me to Kenya. We did stuff in Lagos. I met with other tech people, understood really what was going on in tech. Oh, this is how to raise money. Oh, this is Visi. Oh, these startups. Bro, I was one of the people that mentored the Piggyverse guys. I was part of the session. And these were like Piggyverse, they were, of course, their setup and everything, but they were part of
Yeah.
the Google cohort, and I saw that amazing stuff, man. You know, the Kudi guys before they even went into um um
Business
mobile
banking.
money,
Okay, okay.
way before, bruv. When I mentored Kudi, right, somewhere in VI or Ikoyi, they hadn't even started um um agency banking. It
Mm.
was Kudi.ai, and they were doing stuff with like, artificial intelligence, people like automated messaging, blah blah blah, stuff like that. That's when I knew them, and they went from there to do amazing stuff. So all I'm saying is, if you're a young person, if you're an old person, if you're trying to break into an industry, you need to go out. You need to meet people. Connections will take you where your brain can't take you. You need
Yep.
to be in the midst of things. Somebody just looks at you, oh, I met this guy. Oh, I've seen him here. I've seen him here. I've seen him here. Bro, I remember when like we're coming up now. I introduced myself to Iblis like 5 times. Iblis, like, hey, my name is Osagie. Oh, okay, nice. This is when Iblis was like Iblis, right? Iblis, pick Obiasika. I introduced myself to Obiasika like 10 times. You just forget my name. Oh, yeah, you, yeah. I don't give a fuck. I do it again, I do it again. And then I noticed that as I was doing that shit, I need to also put in some work. So if this guy
Yeah.
doesn't know me, you hear about me.
Yeah.
If you have a talent, stop thinking people are sleeping on you. People are sleeping on me. No, no, no. Nobody's sleeping on you. Nobody just gives a fuck about you because there are a million things to give a fuck about. But when you put in that work, oh man, everybody say, who's that guy? The fuck is that guy? I need to know that guy. Oh, I know that guy. And that's why taking it back to how like I was brutal or fucking wild when I was in like 011, 012 net days. Bro, I had nothing to lose.
Yep.
I was like down and out, man. Broke as fuck. What else do I want to do? How do I make a dent in this thing? I don't have money. How do I make a dent? Okay, I'm going to stir the pot. Oh, this is where everybody's going to. Oh, everybody likes this kind of soft, duffy stuff like they put up on Bella Nigeria and Co, right? We're going to do some hammer horror of house. I mean, what do you call that thing? Over up here. You understand? We're going to turn this net shit. And shout out to Ayeni who was like, he put the battery in my back and was like, fuck it, go. We're going to turn this shit to CNN plus TMZ. So it was the direct opposite of, because prior to us, right? I mean, there was Nigeria films, which was like, which was like fucking wild,
Shout out to them.
and they were like, there was Linda who was, I think it was even, I won't say we inspired Linda, right? But we were toe to toe at some point before
Yeah,
she
yeah,
took
yeah, yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Before
And
she
I'll
just
tell you
took
the
off.
story
Yeah.
that took her off. There's one story. Sorry, we're going into the blog era, but this is a very fucking interesting era. I'll tell you the story that blew Linda off. But at some point, it was like, so Bella was at the top. Bella was glamour and glitz, really nice, soft stories, beautiful. I was like, Chief Keef up in here. That's
Like,
So
what the
what
sad.
fuck
Linda
is happening
don't
here?
like. But fuck, nigga, that's that
That's a
whole.
shit I
I
don't
am
like.
going to, I am going to turn this shit out upside down. And so we started doing that. Linda was like, all right, I've been taking all these global excellence stories. I've been taking all these, encomium stories and all that. But okay, let's go there. And it was like peak craziness. But do you guys know the story that blew Linda?
Which one?
LindaKG.com or LindaKG.blogspot.com. It was one story.
Which one?
It was the Mercy Johnson story.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The wedding,
Oh, the
right?
wedding.
The
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
drama.
That's true. That's true. That's
The
true.
whole
That the
drama
whole
before the
drama.
wedding itself. Yeah.
It's
That
true.
the
It's true.
the
It's
the
true.
wife of the husband to be wrote in.
Was speaking to
That she
Linda. Yeah.
that she blew out of the way.
That's
That she
true.
blew
That's
out
true.
there. We're all in the same spot competing, and everything. Boom, boom, boom. See, way back 2011, right? There's a party or there's an event. Linda and I are at the back. We're hanging out. We're
Yeah.
gisting. We're laughing about life. Linda
Mm.
will be telling me, man, Osage, do you know how much I'm making every month now for my blog? She'll be very excited. I'm like, how much? I'm making 3 million naira now. Like, whoa, that's crazy nice, blah blah blah. 2011, that Mercy Johnson story, bro. Masthead blog days. They were like two
Catapult.
permanent masthead on lindakg.com. I think it was MTN and Glue permanent the whole year.
Permanent. Yeah.
She got a crib in Banana Island.
Mm-hmm.
Those days are gone, Sha. There's no point starting
It's
a
gone. It's
blog
gone.
now.
It's
Anywhere
gone.
that
Go start
some
the blog now.
one of somebody I
If you
know
want to
was
start
was talking to me. Yeah, go
if
ahead.
you want to start a blog now. After hunger beats you for 1 year, you
You go buy
understand what's
guys.
happening.
You will not be dancing.
Tyra, Tyra.
You will not be dancing. Make me sweat. Make me lose my mind. You will pour water on
Oh
your
Is
my
that
body.
girl?
god.
Is that girl an industry plant, or the industry is just pushing her?
Is she's
So,
signed to a major. She's South African. She's signed to a major, and she
Signed
has
to a
been pushing
major,
for a
okay,
while.
man.
She has been
she
pushing
has
for
been
a
pushing
while.
for a
She's
while now. She was
she
on Chris Brown's European
she
tour. That was the first time I saw her.
Yeah,
she has an amazing voice. My goodness,
yeah,
Yeah.
she
she's
does.
got an amazing voice. Yeah, I don't like the song she did with. I think she did a record with.
Ira.
I think one of the Nigerian guys. No, not the Ira record. That's the first record I saw, and I was like, it didn't sound. I think maybe with Joe Boy or one of these guys, right?
Yeah,
And it
you know
wasn't.
her.
Didn't click to me. It sounded like all those cosmetic Afrobeat records. Those kind of records they want to make Afrobeats, but it's not really.
They call
But
it
this
gentrified.
water
They
record,
call it gentrified Afro
okay,
Eats records. Yeah,
this water record. Then I went to
yeah,
listen to all that stuff. She's good.
yeah.
Shout out
She's
to her.
good.
Yeah, 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 I see it. I see it. Shout out to her. Kyla, right? That's her name.
Tyler.
Shout out Kyla. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. So yeah, man. I sorry I went off a tangent there, and I just wanted to tell people
And
that
now why would they hear
you
now?
know make you just if you see if you don't grab the bull by the horns, I'm sorry.
Hunger will kill you.
Nobody gives you permission.
They play.
Nobody gives you permission.
Yeah.
Nobody gives you permission.
Nobody's going to give it to you. You have to be
Yeah,
very, very
No,
you have to be persistent. You have to be stubborn. You just really have to just be out there, man. You just have to fight. Fight for it. That's all. It's a jungle out
but
here, you know, easy.
Steve, when you the one telling me or someone was telling me, if people are not laughing at you, it's not you're
You're
not
not
getting
doing
it then.
anything. Yeah,
if
Yeah,
yeah,
if
you don't have
people are
the
not
attention of people, then there's a problem.
yeah. If some people are not like it's the law of 10, right? Three people are going to like it, three people are not going to
Hmm.
like it, four people
yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Fuck.
If you don't have people saying, "What in this guy they do self," not only you see I'm now.
That's true.
Then you have some people that say, "Oh, this is dope. I really like what he's doing. It's nice." And then you know, you gotta do it. You gotta see
Yeah,
that
you
very
have
black
to.
man guy, that very dark man. You see, he started hosting events,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
He
I
started
always say
hosting
this about the
events.
internet. I always say this in about internet. The internet does not reward quality. It rewards consistency
Yeah,
and
That's all.
just being loud.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Once
That's
you
all.
have to just stir
Consistency.
something. You just have to be you just have to come stir something, you know.
Look at
One thing about the
my
internet I
guy.
keep
You
telling
put on
people
the
because
yeah.
yeah, because it's something I've experienced myself, right? Like if you are bold and audacious on social media, you will get following because a lot of people think what you think, but they don't have the heart to say
they
it
don't
or
have the
to tweet
balls to
it or
say.
to, they don't have the balls or not even something controversial. Maybe it's something silly. A lot of people think like that, but they don't have the shame. They have too much shame to do it. So when they see people doing it, they're going to gravitate towards that person and just
Mm.
do it. And it's something I advise young people these days. People are just too scared of too scared of what people might think. Just do whatever you want to do. You'll be fine. you know, you'll be fine. You get yeah. So I get it. You have to. It's just a fight. Like in anything, nothing good comes easy. Anything that you want in life that's good, you really have to really fight for it, and it's going to be difficult just because it's good. But eventually it's going to pay off. So yeah, yeah.
And
Thank you,
most
Sagi,
times,
for taking
yeah,
us
most
to that line.
just thank you. You're welcome. And just to add one more thing, most times you are doing something new, and when you are doing something new, people are not going to like it. People
Yeah,
are not going to like change. It's
Yep.
like when we came into the game, we blogged that whole blog era thing into the game, right?
Fucked it up. Yeah. A
Bro,
lot
the
of people
print
hated
guys used
us.
to look at
Yeah.
me
Jesus
with
Christ.
disdain. They used to
Disgust.
look at me
Yeah.
with this. You know what I mean? I don't can't get money. I can't dive trenches fully. Do you understand? I know people who used to come and see my boss and just look at me and just the fuck who the fuck this guy just writing stories on the internet. You know? I know the print guys didn't like I've been in the print circles. One guy refused to greet me. I just looked at the guy like I greeted like what did I do now? This is when we web guys started attending events as well. We used to hang out with the journalist circles, right?
Yeah.
You
They used to
know,
take us home
the
with in their cars.
you know who I just
Uh,
remembered? I just remember
cool.
Chile. Chile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chile.
I
Yeah.
know chilling now.
Shout out to
That was what I
Chile,
was telling.
man.
That I was telling my colleague. That's what I was telling my colleague last week at the cool hotel, the moonshot event. I was like, man, just look. I'm like, there was one time every Saturday, Sunday, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was here. Like
Hmm,
Friday, Saturday, I'll come on Friday, I'll come on Saturday, I'll come on Sunday. I used to sleep at
hmm.
a cool hotel reception after
Standard.
events. Now after concerts, we just go down
You
and see
don't go
them.
outside.
Standard,
Which car you get?
standard.
See you.
This
You
pre-Uber
know,
days now. This pre-Uber
yeah,
days.
pre-Uber days
So
now.
Yes,
Yeah,
now.
you
yeah,
either taking a
yeah.
taxi worth 4,000 naira to the mainland, or Chile was going to
Hmm.
drop you off
What?
at Allen.
Yeah,
How much?
yeah.
You know
How
how many
much be your
times Chile
salary?
You know how many times Chile dropped me off at Allen? Or he dropped me
Yeah.
in my
Yeah,
yaba. Now take maybe one.
exactly.
Shout out,
Yeah,
where Chile, man. Shout out to Chile, man.
yeah.
Shout out to the people that helped me
So
out.
man, yeah, okay.
Should we get into these farm meals?
Yeah, let's do the farm
Let's
meals.
do it.
Let's do the farm meals. Hello, Giants. I hope this message finds you well. From the very inception of the pod, I've been an avid listener, and I'm proud to share that I've introduced countless others to this incredible podcast. Thank you very much. Sharing is caring. Big shout out to you all, the giants behind the scenes, for consistently delivering outstanding content that kickstarts my week with positivity every Monday. Well, today is Tuesday. Reaching out to you, or I'm reaching out today to discuss a topic about schooling, the stark contrast between studying abroad and pursuing an education in Nigeria. In 2013, my family and I moved to North Carolina in the United States, courtesy of a visa lottery, which my dad won. 2013, visa lottery still day.
But, I'm shocked.
Maybe not the last
Omo, we
edition.
do that. We
The
do that
last
thing.
edition.
We go fill the form, you go do everything, can't go submit and can't they pray.
Congo
Mm.
Church,
Now
they
do visa
pray.
lottery. Now do visa lottery.
My uncle
My
went.
uncle did it.
My
My
uncle
uncle
did that.
went.
That thing is
I have
carrying
an
the
uncle
family
that
good.
went. So,
Are
yeah,
you serious? Our family friend too.
my uncle
Mm-hmm.
did it. Too.
98 or so. Yeah.
Wow. Visa lottery. Anyways, congrats to you. Your father won. Prior to this move, I was a student at Unilorin, my hometown university. I attended Unilorin Secondary School and spent 2 years at the university before relocating. One of the things I noticed was the freedom to choose your area of concentration without being forced in an unrelated field. Back in Nigeria, I aspired to study accounting, but Unilorin wanted to change my destiny and they gave me sociology, which I had no option than to do. Now, thank God I have a BSc in computer science and an MSc in IT. Another significant difference is class sizes. In Nigeria, it is uncommon for a lecture hall to accommodate over 1,000 students, making it challenging to engage and learn effectively. In contrast, the North Carolina Central University, the largest class I've had is around 20 students. This was made possible by dividing the classes into smaller sections, fostering a more personalized learning experience. Lastly, the quality of education here is distinct. In Nigeria, exams often determine a significant portion of your grade, creating immense pressure to cram before the finals. However, in the US, exams usually account for a smaller percentage of the final grade, around 20% or even 10%, with a greater focus on continuous assessment. This approach enhances the learning experience as it encourages students to stay engaged throughout the semester. Moreover, American universities prepare students for real life scenarios by promoting group work and presentations. I was pleasantly surprised when a professor informed me that I didn't need to take a final exam because I had already earned an A in the class through projects, homework, quizzes, tests, and other assessments. The holistic approach to education was a cultural shock, but it has been incredibly beneficial. Before I conclude the meal, I'd like to express my gratitude to you once again. If you find yourselves with a bit of free time, I'll be honored if you can check out my music. In addition to working in tech, I also work as a DJ on the side and collaborate with some exceptionally talented emerging artists from Nigeria. All right, we'll put this in the show notes as well. You put your link. Thank you for your time and keep up the fantastic work. Warm regards, Samson Ayola, aka DJ Teddy. DJ
Mm.
Teddy, the
On the
man
wheels of
of
steel.
steel.
All
Is Serato
right.
steel? Serato is plastic, Ali. The wheels are
Yeah.
plastic.
Honesty.
Anyways, shout out to DJ Teddy. Yeah, man. Please keep doing you, and I hope you're doing well, man. All right. We have another one on the education system again.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
this
man.
is
Knock 'em.
serious. Make we yeah, knock come, knock come, knock. Where's Terry G, by the way?
He's around. He's chilling.
Oh, okay, shout out to Terry G. Did I tell you my Terry G story when I went to interview him?
Yeah, I think I remember. Yes.
I wrote an article about it actually back then. I love Terry G, man. We do this for the love. Hey, Giant, I'm a lawyer with 1 year post call experience. I'm currently serving in Abuja. 1 month ago, I had the opportunity to practice law in a law firm that aligns completely with my career objective. At that point, I was torn between passion and money. In my undergraduate years, I had worked as an artist manager also. Also, I worked with different platforms as a music journalist. I had to turn down this opportunity I truly wanted because the terms was not favorable enough. NYSC made me an experience. NYSC made me experience new life in Abuja. Before now, I had spent some time working in Lagos. I want to spend my time working as an entertainment attorney. Did I make the right decision picking money over my in-depth passion? Finally, Osagie recommended an app for freezing social media platforms to limit its use in the early episodes. I hope he can help us with that again. Cheers. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Steve, do you want him to pick money or follow his passion? Let's put some factors. He lives in Nigeria. That's the only factor.
The
Yeah,
factor is,
yeah,
with
yeah.
that said, chase the money.
It's a very how do I put it? It's a very complicated it's very complicated because I think everyone has what works for them. I have a certain type of regrets in my life that I didn't chase enough money earlier in my life, right? Um, but I think life happens in stages, right? So I don't. That's what I think again. I say, okay, you know what? I have no regrets. Um, I think the steps I took in life prepared me for what I'm doing right now. So I'm not a fan of initially chasing money, especially maybe I don't know how old that guy is. Maybe he's out of school, just served. I think you have to build a sort of you have to build yourself, sort of and you have to build yourself in different ways. You have to be experienced, you have to be credible, you have to be trustworthy, you have to have some sort of characteristics, right? Before you have money. If you get that money easily, if you chase it and you get easily without having a solid foundation, you are not going to be able to keep it. That's what I believe. For example, it's not as if I'm anyway. It's not as if I'm rich or anything close to that. But if I had the money I had now in 2013, 14, I'm not sure I would be at home right now recording a podcast at at 9:44, right? What I mean to say that right now I have like a better control of myself. I know I know what to do with it, with the money, the small money that I'm getting. I'm not sure it's something I would have known some years ago if I didn't build myself or have the experiences that I had. So I'm not a fan. This is a personal suggestion. That's why I said it's complex. I don't know what will work for you. I'm not a fan of chasing money early on, right? Because I believe that you have enough time to build some characteristics that will enable you to start making money later on and be able to keep it after you make it. Yeah, that's just my own point of view.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, I mean, I hear what you say. I won't say I agree, but like I hear it, and your point is valid, and I actually agree. I think at the end of the day, man's got to focus on improving yourself to the point where you have like the most value.
Yeah,
Once you have that, right, you
Yeah,
can get paid for delivering that value.
that's
yeah.
true.
The key is to create
I want
value.
to put,
That's the thing.
yeah,
That's true.
that's how I see it.
My
You
my, my
have to
point,
have value.
sorry. My question to people
Yeah.
who talk about chasing money. When you chase money for 1 year, you don't have it, what will happen? You abandon that thing and go and chase another thing, right? And this
Mm.
will allow you to build enough. You won't be consistent with one thing to have enough experiences and enough skills to be able to create value and earn a lot of money. So that's always been my question to people who say let me choose money. Osage, please continue. Sorry for cutting you short.
No, 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 no. I was just talking about that value. And when you have the most value, so think about it like that. Don't think about it, oh, should I follow my passion? What is the value? Like, what can you acquire as value that you can deliver to people and get paid for it in whatever capacity? That's the way you have to look at it. I just want to tell you guys that Virgil van Dijk scored in the last few
I
minutes
beg, I
to
beg, I
ensure
beg, I
that
beg, I beg.
the Netherlands beat
Oh,
Greece, and then we are second on the table and we will qualify for Euro 2024.
oh.
Up Orania.
All
Up
the, I
Orania.
apologize.
Congratulations,
I
congratulations to you.
apologize. I apologize to all the
But you
women who don't watch
but you
football.
didn't mention that your own country, Nigeria, won a game earlier today. You didn't
Do you know
mention
why they
it, and you're
won?
mentioning orange.
Steve, do you know why they won?
I don't know.
I,
I don't know why. I don't want to listen to.
I,
I don't want you to talk about
Because
it. I
I've been
was talking to Osagi,
supporting
not
the
you.
Dutch.
the, the distance between the
I
Super
was
Eagles
talking to
and the Hot.
Osagi. Are you? I was talking to Osagi.
Let me speak to
I wasn't
Osagi
talking
now.
to you.
You
No,
spoke to
no,
Osagi.
no,
Let me speak to
no.
Ayo,
Osagi.
Ayo, Ayo is okay.
Okay.
Let me
Yes.
respond. Ayo is okay.
Okay.
Let me respond. Let
Okay.
me know. How I respond.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
My response is simple. Ayo, please go ahead.
Thank you. That the distance between the Super Eagles and the Hot Box in Lagos was far. That's why they could concentrate and win. If that friendly was in Lagos, my guys are not winning. From second half, from inside half time,
Ah,
they don't book table.
mm,
I need 5 tables tonight, please. I know my guys now. Super Eagles.
Oh,
Forget
oh
that
wow,
one.
wow. Oh wow,
Maybe we shall just go
wow.
for. Maybe we just go Nations Cup, I beg.
And then Nations Cup now. I'm not even thinking anything because we are
yeah.
playing with
I,
10.
wait,
We don't have anybody
wait,
between our
wait,
posts.
wait first. Wait first. I heard in the Nations Cup that we're in the same group with Egypt and
No, 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 not Egypt. It's Guinea
Cote d'Ivoire.
Bissau, Cote d'Ivoire, I think Guinea. I can't remember the last one. We'll qualify from the group
okay,
stage. That's not a problem. If we don't qualify from the first two spots, we qualify as best losers. Anyway, in a way.
as
I
usual,
know the shame. I know
as
the
usual.
shame.
Permutation and combination.
I tell you that that's Super Eagles.
If the third person wins but they don't score two
They
goals,
score
the
two
second
goals or
one
something.
doesn't.
Nah, wow, we don't
You
suffer for
now be
football.
permutating. You now be
Mhm.
permutating. If you doing calculation. I beg. Make we continue with our fan mail,
Our fan
please.
mail.
Which app did I say limits? Don't forget to my brother. If I remember, we'll put it in the show notes. No vex. No, Mama. Things the way we the see. Make una no lie. Somebody now post this one here. Osags, read my mail. I
Oh
cannot
yeah,
read
read
this mail.
them.
It's too long now.
Yeah, read them.
No, no, it's
So the
too
guy
long.
can
Okay.
have
No, no.
peace.
I've
Why
told
are
this.
they
I
write
told
long
this.
mail like this now? What
I've
be all these ones now? What they worry
I've told
one
you
like
what
this?
you. But it's just that you don't have that time. But I've told you what you should be doing with those long mails.
I'll put it in chat GTP.
And I summarize this for
Okay.
you. Just give us
Summarize.
the talking points and we'll talk about it and move on.
Please read
No,
their mails. Oh,
you're removing the soul from it now. There's no
I
I
beg, I
soul.
agree. But
beg.
that's when it's too long. If it's too long, we can do it like we know. You
See,
know.
see, see, see. This your SEO work. This your work where they do.
No
I know like
vex.
you want to
Okay.
bring this your work don't they do for keyword. They tell you say na SEO we they do for you.
No vex.
Eh? They tell you
Um,
say na SEO we they do for you. Please call me J. The guy say me will call him J.
Yeah,
What's up,
Jay.
Jay?
Sup J. Hope you're good. I had previously decided not to send you guys an email again because the last email I sent on 22nd of June titled Monetizing the Podcast was not read. I then resent
Ah,
it the mail
monetizing.
on 28th of
Someone
June.
gave us tips to
But,
monetize
but again,
podcast and you didn't read it.
but
Ka
again, it was missed.
Sagi.
However, I sent an email on 29th of June to 234 Essential and Ayo and Igochi read it. That so
You're welcome.
that so on that basis, I'm letting Ayo off the hook. Steve,
Thank you.
see, my guy, you don't fuck off because now me they receive those mails, they forward and give 234 Essential. So they make and look like say you get level, say this.
See,
Anyways,
Postmaster General or not,
Steve,
Postmaster General or not, please. We read the mail. That's all that matters.
Osage, you don't
no,
get
because
evidence.
I'm the postmaster. What do you mean?
You are the Postmaster General, please.
The postmaster general. They say they gave the babe chair to sit down. She did not sit down on the chair.
Mm-mm. You think she doesn't have a praying mother? See
Osage,
you.
Osage, please. I am. I want to like go off topic a little bit, just for like for 10 seconds. You know that estate that the Lagos State demolished recently.
Yeah, that the guy was
A real
begging.
estate company is still using contents, the houses from that estate to advertise on Instagram. Someone just sent it to me now, and it's the same houses.
Architects go draw the same thing. I know how now.
Oh God! Let's
Oh
continue. Let's
man.
continue.
See, see, let me tell you, anything goes in Lagos. From
Bro,
Anything.
and it
the
is
city
in
is
every social
incredible.
class. Anything goes in Lagos.
This
Lagos is
city is
now
incredible.
no, God.
Oh
The
God!
audacity of Lagosians.
Oh, bro.
Hmm. Anyways, let's get back. It says Steve being the lead researcher is also off the hook because I know if
Thank
only
you.
Osags allows him to do his job peacefully, this wouldn't have
Oh
happened.
God, man, this guy is too good. You're too good. Too good. You
What the
sabi.
fuck is going on? Osags has to take the blame because he's always assured listeners that he will read the emails they receive. I'm not happy because I put time and effort to write that long email. In fact, Osags, if you too vex me, I go look for that episode where you they snore, make it go viral since everyone now they look for content.
About this guy's pissed. I better read his email. I beg.
It says, LOL, just kidding. Nonetheless, I'm here. Here I am writing to you guys another mail. I guess the love is real. If you guys want me to resend the mail, please mention or perhaps you can search for it using the dates and title I mentioned. Old listener here, and apologies in advance. I know Sabi write short mails. See, there's no point writing a long mail than apologizing you wrote a long mail. Like, what's the point? You shoot me, then you give me Panadol to drink.
You never
This is
know.
pointless. Anyways, quick segue before I get into my reason for writing. It's funny how Steve, lead researcher, is now my favorite. His takes are always on point. Previously, and by that, I mean the old LT episodes. Steve, they always yarn some annoying stuffs. Not all the time, though, but due to some of, but due to some of the takes, he was my least favorite. However, now I always look forward to his takes on any issue. No disrespect to Ayo and Usags. First of all, never spell Usags with an S at the end of it. This guy has fucking pissed me off because the whole subject of this mail, first of all, never write in caps in the subject line again. This is just annoying on all levels. Why you go write for caps? Who are you shouting at? Then you now
It's
write
channeling
Usags in
Odumodu.
bold. Eh, this knockoff of the Voodoo Black guy. Okay, no disrespect to Ayo on the sax. Well, you already disrespected me by writing S behind G. You guys have always had good balanced opinions, except that now Steve, aka lead researcher, they reign now. Do you guys remember that one time where Steve spent the entire episode arguing, arguing with that female guest about sex consent rape between
That
married
was a that
couples?
was a classic, man. I was dumbfounded
That
with
was
that
a
episode.
classic. Oh, that was a classic.
I was trying to
Allah,
I
that's a
remind
wasn't in that
classic.
episode.
I was trying to
Agent,
remind
that's
my
I
guy
agency.
wasn't
Ayo, that's
agency.
agency now.
agency. I was trying to remind my guy that please know who you're arguing with, please.
This
But
guy
no.
is the goat. Oh, God.
Now, to my reason for writing. So all these three fucking paragraphs you wrote is not your reason for writing.
Osagie, leave this guy.
Now to my reason for writing. This is regarding Burna Boy's recent disrespect to Afrobeats.
Oh,
Apologies if this has become old news, but right now I'm playing catch up with the episodes, and I just finished listening to the Afro podcast episode. Just as AOT2 said, the media guys need to be bold, invite this guy and school him. Remember, they did that to Kanye when he sang about slavery and then apologized. I love the Two Face reference by you guys. It took me down memory lane, and I couldn't believe Burna Boy said what he said. Please, some of his fans cannot even call out his BS. Let me say some few things about how Two Face influenced us and Afrobeats growing up. So Burna and his fans can realize that some people crawled or ran so he could fly and sell out shows. I personally think Two Face is the first Nigerian artist to experience real commercial success with Afrobeats, and this is no disrespect to Tony Tetula. Tony Tetula sold a million copies of my car. Oh. Hmm.
yeah, man, we went platinum the old way, not by streaming, not farming, no,
Platinum,
the
oh.
old way.
Million copies. Oh. Do you guys remember the Michael Power Guinness advert where Two Face was given a deal and later became the face of Guinness? Remember the Guinness billboard with Two Face all over the country? I dare say Two Face was the first to get that sort of deal then. I was in secondary school then, and I remember my friends and I would talk about how much he inspired the average Nigerian kid seeing his billboard around Lagos. Two Face was driving a Lincoln Navigator in the early 2000s, and this was a very big thing then. Two Face was interviewed in his house by MTV Base, and that was a moment.
Yeah,
Remember
I
when you
remember
guys
that.
interviewed Ikechukwu? Remember when you guys interviewed Ikechukwu on Loose Talk? He also he said one of the reasons behind his coming back to back to Lagos to do music was because he saw Two Face on TV on MTV. Now imagine other artists that were inspired that we never heard their stories. Two Face was robbed and shot on two different occasions, if I'm correct. Yet he never did a record dissing Nigerians or claimed to be a gangster as a result. I bet if Burna Boy was the one who got shot and robbed, we would we all know we
Problem,
would not hear
problem.
the last of it like 50 cents. I remember Burna Boy's Instagram message to AKA after his passing, and was talking about how he had told AKA to always strap up. I was irritated, like why does he have to act so gangster when he's not? I like his music and his stage performance as a person. He is difficult to like. I just wanted to add my 2 cents so young listeners understand that you guys went capping when you referenced Two Face's influence in the Afrobeat movement. Apologies again for my long mail. One last thing, I remember the episodes where you guys discussed Usher and his highly rated albums catalog. I'd like to I would like you guys to analyze Joe's first 3 albums. Look at the track list and compare to Usher and tell me if you still think no one can match off Usher's first 2 albums during that era. Peace. Shout out to you, Jay, and thank you for writing in. Really appreciate.
Yeah,
Talking about Joe and his catalog, Joe has a sick catalog. Joe's
yeah,
first 4 albums are insane.
mad, mad.
Joe, your first 4 albums, they are mad.
I
I
think the
won't
only
lie.
reason we can't put Joe on that conversation was because Joe was doing like really R&B,
Mm,
and he never went pop to be on top 40 radio, pop radios,
mhm,
and eventually cracked the Billboard. So right, so
mhm.
they
But
were not
forget
even the same. They were not even the same level of artists. Usher was just too. Usher had
More of a pop,
more major
urban pop artist.
backings, more record ahead. So that's
and
Yeah.
don't
yeah.
forget that rumor that R. Kelly was one holding back his career.
He
They're on the
even
same
said it.
level.
That Kelly, yeah, the
Yeah,
same
on the same
level.
level. So said
Kelly was
that
trying
you
to
should,
jeopardize his career
The one where
also.
they
yeah,
on they were on Jive, Abi.
don't,
Don't
yeah, don't
jive,
jive.
They were on
Say don't
Jive.
push Joe that hard. Yeah, like he was basically
yeah.
saying, yeah, don't push him that hard.
And
Yeah,
Joe
they
was
were
too
on Jive
dark
with
skinned too, so it's not easy to
Yeah,
be dark skinned
that
and
skin,
Joe.
that skin weren't getting the love then.
yeah,
Well,
you
in
know.
see Joe's second album, All That I Am. Then the third album, which is a
That's-
classic, My Name Is Joe, that had I
I
Wanna
have to go and
Know.
listen again. I've
Even with
forgotten Joe's album.
bro, see, listen to
I've
All That
forgotten
I
it.
Am, 1997.
Maybe I never listened to the
My name is
albums. Maybe just singles.
yeah. My name is Joe 2000, Better Days 2001, and then 2003.
Funny enough,
Those
just
four.
as you're just reading the titles, as I just calling it, mentioning the titles, I can remember the album covers, but I'm not sure
Mhm.
I consumed the album enough to
When you
remember
start
them.
listening to the album, the songs will start coming in.
You start coming on, yeah,
yeah,
that's true, that's
Yeah.
true. I'll listen to them. I'll listen to it
So the
tonight.
nine the 90s the 1997 album is the one that had Why do all the good girls get taken
97
every
for
time?
real?
Yeah,
yeah, that's the one.
that's the
Yeah,
97 album.
Wow.
All those Joe albums, now waiting they used to
Yeah,
soundtrack for Nollywood.
yeah.
and Craig David.
Correct.
Do you understand? But
Joe had that if the first album was 97, that means he had
no, his
longevity,
first
because
album
at
is
2000
no, his
he had
no.
longevity because he
His
still
first
came,
album,
he still
bro, his first album is 93.
Yeah, because I know
what?
I know I saw him way before then. Yeah,
Jonah
What?
senior man.
yeah. Now,
Jonah
bros,
senior
so
Senior man.
man.
Na the 97 album blew the second album. That's the album that
yeah,
has
yeah.
Don't Wanna Be
Mm.
a Player. Don't Wanna Be a Player.
Don't want to be a player, no one.
That's
Don't
Usher too
wanna
now.
be a
Usher's second album,
player.
1997. That's what blew him up, blew
Yeah.
him now.
Yeah, yeah.
Life for-
Wait, that was the 97 album.
Yes, now all that I am.
Jesus, I forgot it now. Go and listen to it
So
again. I'm
the
sorry guys. I'm sorry guys.
why do all the good girls get taken every time? The
I know
don't
that
wanna
one.
be a player. This thing, all the things what your man won't do. You know that record?
Wow.
Yeah.
Then my name is Joe. Hey God, this
That's the
is the
problem.
albums
That's
that
the
I call
Number
my
two in
name
the
is Joe is what
US.
defined no, my name is Joe is what defined like urban music in
urban and
Nigeria.
Rambi. Yeah.
So
It's true.
Craig Davis born to do it. My name is Joe. You go to any
It's
barber
true.
saloon, my name is Joe was there. You go to any of your
It's
big
true.
bonds
It's
house,
true.
my name is
I
Joe
remember.
there
Bro, you go to any
all your
barber shop, Joe was there.
you understand? If you
Yeah.
go to any of your big uncle, my name is Joe Albon. He did there.
Joe, let me
Defining
put it this way. Joe is the ghettos is the urban boys to men in
yes.
a way. Yes. Yeah.
No,
I
not
understand.
Boys to Men. It's the urban. I know what you're trying to say. It's the black version
Yeah.
of. Ah, Joe is the black version of.
I just see Joe as a harder version of Boys to Men. Not It's not as
Mm,
soft as Boys to Men. It's just
mm,
harder in terms of his look, his branding, and even
mm.
the song, even the music. That's how I just see it.
And
But I understand what you're saying.
Joe was doing some really good love songs. So of
Yeah.
course the My Name Is Joe album
He
is the
did
one that
something
has
with
I Want.
Sean Paul. Do you remember?
Yes, now. He did something mystical.
Ghetto Ch- was it Ghetto
Mm,
Child? Was it Ghetto Child?
yes. It was
Yeah.
on that's the
Those are the later years, though.
Joe that's the better no that's the 2001 album, the Better Days album.
Oh, for real?
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's my
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
That's my dad's.
2000s.
My dad just loved that album. He just bought that album. My dad
for
was
real.
just fucking with that album. Bro, I just looking at my dad. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Was just fucking with the album, playing the album.
Yeah.
Damn, man. When? And my dad is a more Kenny G, Cindy Crawford kind
Yeah,
Ah,
of
yeah, yeah,
Kenny,
yeah,
Kenny
yeah.
guy.
G2 Hammer for
My
Nigeria.
dad
Oh,
had the
God damn.
fucking catalog, man. My dad was like the full music head. You think I'm a music head? My dad was the music head. He had all the tons, vinyls and everything. My dad was like a full music head, play everything. Bro, we had Thriller vinyl, we had New Edition vinyl, all the vinyls. It was fucking music head. So yeah, that album had I Wanna Know, Treat Her Like a Lady, Started with Mystical, Give It
Jam.
to Joe. Give It to Joe. Then he did the Better Days album. Then he now did the More album. Then I had Ride With You. Ride with you, ride with you. I
The jam.
wanna roll with you, roll with you, roll with. No, no. Ah, music is not hitting like it used to hit before. Is it that
Because
we're
A
old?
and R's are not in the studios anymore. They're on TikTok.
Music quality. See, I always want to think about it and say, oh, the music quality is not good. Then I want to catch myself and say, oh, Sab, you're like acting like an old head because when you were young, really experienced it. Maybe because you're old now.
No, actually, people are
You know,
complaining. Everybody.
maybe not because maybe not. I'm sorry, but what the fuck is the boys a liar? The boys a liar.
But that's a
You know,
jam, man.
like
That's a jam. I know what you're talking
funny
about, man.
enough,
That's
no,
Doja, right?
funny enough. No, 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 that's Pink
No, that's
Panthers.
Pink Panther. Yeah, yeah, and the light lady. Yeah.
Ice Spice. And the funny thing is that music like that existed like when we were bumping music. There was always music like that. It's pop
Hmm.
music. It's always there, right? But there was also a supply, infinite supply of like good urban records.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So which balanced everything out. But now it seems like it's just tilting towards one side. It's like the 2006 version when it was just like crunk
Trap
and
and
snap
crunk
music.
and snap.
You understand? And then there was them TIO that were doing
There
that
was
GZO,
GZO.
which we enjoyed. But then there was
Yeah.
all the lean with it, rock with it, and all that shit, right? And it was and that was promoted more than the real trap
Yeah.
music, right? So that's my point. Speaking about music, let me just quickly touch on this. Doja Cat, the
Have you
Scarlet
heard the
album,
album? Have you heard the album?
Bro,
bro,
Have you heard the
bro,
album,
bro,
bro? I was about
bro,
to say that.
bro,
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 bro.
bro.
See, Steve,
God.
Steve, Steve. This is what I talk about female rap. When you mention
Bro,
Yeah,
Nicki
yeah,
Minaj,
yeah,
this
that girl
is
is good,
this
yeah,
fam.
this is what I'm talking about.
See,
yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah,
forget all
yeah,
the
This is
yeah,
what
devil.
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
See, I was like, you forget all
That
the
girl is
devil
too good.
imagery. Forget devil
That
imagery.
girl is
That
too
album,
good,
bro. I played that album.
bro,
I had to look at my screen again. Is this Doja? The beat
bro.
selection first of all. Oh, Lord.
I'm
Ah,
so happy for her success, man.
from the first day I
She
saw that babe,
is
I knew she was going to be a star. I
I
just knew
knew,
it.
yeah,
she is
No,
an artist.
she's an artist.
She
The babe
she
said,
killed the album.
she said, I'm not doing pop again. I want to show them I can rap. She entered it. I'm like, you know what? This is my best female rapper now from America. I'm okay with this one. This is one me I like. Because you people can take
You know I
all
like
the other
her rap.
people.
I like her rap because she's a hip hop head.
She started, she's a rapper. She just started singing when she was about to blow. She's a rapper.
She's a hip hop head. There was one time she went on live and she was talking about little brother, and she was
Yeah.
talking about Fonte, and she started rapping Fonte's rap,
Anybody
and
that knows
everyone's like,
Fontaine and Little
"Whoa,
Brother knows that music we have.
do you understand?" She started rapping Fonte, and there was one like deep cut of Fonte, and she was rapping the verse. Even Fonte had to react like, "Whoa!" Everyone's like, "Eh?" Doja Cat is rapping Fonte. That's her level. That I know that album, Scarlet album. See, I'm a big fan of the Planet Her album. The
I
one
love all
that
that
go
stuff.
on, let me be your. I love that album. You see this album? I gave it to her. There's one she did 97 bands, pull up in my 97 bands.
No, she's nice.
And there's
She's
another
nice
one
with
she
it.
nah, she's nice. She's
She's
nice.
nice
she's
with
She
really
it.
is.
good, really good.
Nah, she's nice with it. Let's read one more meal. Hey Giants, I've been a fan of the pod since the very beginning, and it's awesome to see you guys back in action. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been locked in on some underground music and Yoruba rap since forever, and it just hit me that Odumodu's line Zanku runs the Bile is low key spot on. It's almost like a rite of passage for every upcoming artist with some buzz to drop a track with Zlatan. I
Yeah.
mean, look at Ayox, Mobad, C-Swag Banks, Super Wozy, Sheyi Vibes, and the list goes on. Zlatan seems to be that guy you go to to hopefully score a hit on the indigenous side, following in Badu's footsteps. And then there's this hidden gem, a dude called Otega. On IG is called Otega Bills with a Z. He's like the underground king. This guy who gives a boost to talented artists before they blow up. Shea Vibes, T Dollar, Super Woozy, and more have all teamed up with him. Yet he has only had limited regional success in few southwestern states. On on of one of my all-time favorite Ortega tracks has to be BDB featuring Mobad with over 600,000 streams on Spotify. On the other hand, I think Oladips, who sadly did not enjoy the limelight for long, was the guy who inspired possibly 90% of these new age rappers. To sum it up, it's been awesome if you could chat about the incredible work Badu's been doing, putting people on, and what Zlatan's been cooking up in the past 5 years, and the fascinating journey of Ortega. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Khalil, shout out to Khalil. Um,
Khalil.
we can't, you know, we can't even overstate what Olamide has done in this industry as a person. How many movies he
Olamide
has
is a
put on,
book. That
music
one is
videos
a
he shot
book.
for people.
Yeah,
The kind of and see that's impact at the end of the day when you go from being a king to
bro.
a kingmaker.
Yeah.
That's the impact I'm talking about. And side eyeing some people who still want to be the king.
You're not saying one agree.
Yeah, let's just leave it like that. You can't be. You want to be king. I want to be king. I want to be king. I want to sit on the throne. I want to be king forever. You got to be a kingmaker. At some point, you have to step back. They say what? Old men for counsel, young men
Women
for
for
Men for
war.
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 You understand? You step back. No matter what you're doing, you always have to find. See, someone told me something. As you're looking for mentor, also have mentees.
Yeah.
So as someone is mentoring you, you too, you're mentoring somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. That's the cycle. You can't just
Yeah.
take all the time.
I think Bado was
You
smart
know?
when he saw that the culture change was changing and bringing in new people like Zlatan and Naira. He further elevated and he consigned them.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen what he's done with YBNL label, the new version of YBN label. It's just amazing what Bado has done. Bado is, had like Jay Z's pop culture influence in America. That's Bado right in Nigeria. You can't underestimate it, or you can't even talk about it bigger than that. He's just phenomenal. Like, but it's insane.
What Olamide has done. See, you know where Olamide blew my mind?
When
When he brought Kesh in. And Kesh went on that mad run, that five
uh
singles run.
we went like
And
mad,
during that
shocked the
period,
whole
Olamide didn't
industry.
even drop an album. You understand?
Yeah.
Olamide didn't even drop an album during that period. And look at how the whole thing blew up.
hmm
Remember the headies thing, wrote for the guy.
Yeah.
You know,
The
see at
biggest
the end
head
of the day,
movement ever is the YBNL Maven night now. That's the biggest night ever.
yeah, then he does all that, still does his music, then he's back again with Ashake and Fireboy.
Come on. What else again do you
I
want?
gotta give it to him, man. I gotta give
He's
it to
the
him.
living dream
That's a
of
kingmaker.
he's the living dream of what ID Kabasa envisioned, where indigenous
Mm.
music will be at that pinnacle. He's the guy that brought it into life. He brought it into life. Give life to
Because
it.
if you look at it, man, you're right. See, Adi Kabaza's vision from when he did Coded Tunes,
Yeah.
right? A
Yeah.
full-on extension of it is Ashake performing at the O2 or wherever he performed in the
Yeah,
UK.
yeah, that's it. That is the dream from
You
that
know?
from Alagomeji or where they were to O2. That is the lineage right there.
Yes.
That is it.
Because let me tell you, bro, all the other guys were rapping in English, busting their bars. And when these guys say and say, no, we are, traditional, we're
Ibile.
indigenous, this is how to do it, people laughed at them.
Yes, now.
Eddie Kabasa is just being very economical with the truth because he's a
Yeah,
nice
he's a
guy.
very
He's just
low
very.
key guy. Yeah.
People were shitting on those niggas. They were
Speak
shitting on
to
Najasa.
speak to someone like Reminisce. Reminisce will come out and say it. Like they're fucking with
Yeah.
us.
Do you understand? They weren't fucking with them at all. Like,
Yeah.
who these niggas were busting bars in English? Who are these guys
Who are
spitting
these
Yoruba?
guys?
Who are these ones? Who are the dirty guys from where to where? But the extension of that, all that hard work, right?
He
A
built up to
byproduct
Ashake
of that hard work is Ashaka performing in the US. He's
in the
performing
US.
worldwide. And people
Yeah.
singing the song word for fucking word. Bro,
95%
this is
Yoruba. This guy
impact.
sings in 95% Yoruba. Oh. Hmm.
This is impact. So the things that you're doing now that people are laughing at you, it's just impact. It's like
It's
how we do this
impact.
podcast and shit, right? I'm just like, this guy's just talking saying some bullshit. No, it's beyond podcasting. You say one line and you can just bro. I read a book that changed my life, and that book is not even more than 100 pages from a guy called Steve Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Harris is like an inspirational, motivational speaker. And I read that book in like 2012, and that book the formed the core of a concept I hold onto till today, and gave me the driving spirit and inspiration to go and do a lot of things that I did. So please don't let anybody shut you up. Don't let anybody say you're whack. Don't let anybody say you shouldn't talk. If you're a creator, if you create, you can only get better at it. So start.
Yeah.
Why am I just over talking today? I want to know verse. Anyways, me, I'll
You're
check
on
out the
point,
Otago
sir.
guy. Sha.
Pastor, right
You know,
on. Right on, Pastor.
pause.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right on. What the pause? Pause that, man. What the fuck is wrong with you still? Pause.
You've seen, you don't
Come
see them
on.
already with Hallelujah,
You
so
never
it's
watch
fine.
Out of Bounds. Come on.
Where my dogs? Where my dogs at? Whoa, gotta pause that. Whoa. Anyways, that's that. Do we have any talking points today?
There's
We
no
just
talking
like
points, please. Everybody has talked
There's no
about
taking
everything.
points. We're just saying our vibes, Osagie. Now
Now,
vibe, Osagie.
lyrics,
Now
lyrics.
vibes.
Osage, did you see that? Osage and Steve, did you see that? D1, so D1 went on this guy's podcast, Nedu's podcast.
Nedu, before
Yeah,
you
and
go ahead,
Nedu's,
Ayo, one
yeah.
quick one before you go ahead. I think it is very impossible to go on that Nedu podcast and not go wild.
You will go wild. You will go wild. Is the loose talk? Is the new loose talk? You know how you used to have guests and they just started shooting straight from the hip. Yeah,
I,
is that
I, I
Nedu?
think it's
That's
impossible to go on that podcast and be normal.
yeah.
Anyway,
So
go ahead.
D1 went to the
Is the
podcast and Nedu said something very funny. He said that blackface, that the only people that have not stolen music from blackface are Jay-Z and Beyonce. And then D1 was laughing. D1 was laughing like man.
do my
He
guy
said,
like that now? It's the
you know, like
now.
Jay-Z and Beyonce never teach song for blackface. Why are you hating me? But that's an interview I would like to watch, because D1 hardly does interviews.
Yeah, he's not a drama
Yeah,
person, so it'll be
Yeah, but
like
be like saying that
all this.
I don't see some one jobless boy
So
quotes.
that Nedu's
I think it,
podcast, that Nedu podcast is loose talk without the nerd stuff, right? We used to be very nerdy, like on loose talk,
yeah,
like going deep
yeah.
into like albums. This guy, as we are going to deep into albums, this guy are going deep into drama,
Into them, they're
into
picking it out.
gossip. You don't
Yeah,
understand? That's the difference between loose talk and Nedu's podcast. Like the first
yeah.
loose talk and Nedu's podcast. Yeah. Oh, bro, we are nerds on this stuff. God, do we used to talk about like music and how excited we were over like our guests and stuff like that, and we are just excited over what they did in the music industry or whatever,
they are
stuff
nerds
like
for
that.
drama.
Drama,
They love the clouds.
drama,
They want
You
that
see,
and
cloud.
bro,
because
let me tell you.
Nedu also has been in the industry for a long time, so he knows a lot of things. So he will
Yeah.
put the
Yes,
ideas. He will put some
You know how to
comments.
place
He will
it.
make some
Yeah.
comments that will
he's
spur
not
the
a
guests to just start
he's not
shooting.
a bloody civilian. He's not
It's,
a bloody civilian.
it's well
Exactly,
grown.
he's not a
It's grown.
civilian.
It's grown with the art of war.
That's
And
true.
Uh,
That's true. That's true.
we need all types of content. So
oh,
please
we need
Yeah,
to.
of
drive it.
course, of course, of
We
course,
need.
of
We
course.
need.
But the only
All right,
content
this
that I think that we don't need. So recently, I saw someone on Twitter. I saw a follower of
yes.
mine on Twitter who was complaining about Tonali Badge's comments. I don't know what Tonali Badge said it today. I didn't. So I'm like, because anytime I see,
She has a podcast.
Yeah, she has a
shout out to
podcast.
her, but anytime I see her on a clip, right? I I don't have anything like I don't have anything in common with this. Like I don't see her as someone I have to listen to. So I've never even when those clips were trending, I never listened to any of them. I just saw it and scroll past it and moved on. The only thing I know that she said was what one jobless boy put as the caption of
Yeah.
the
Shout
tweet,
out to one
right?
jobless boy.
And that's the only thing I knew. I'm like, I'm not ready to listen. So the guy
That's
was
the
complaining. I
only
went to the
thing.
guy's DM to say, this thing, did he force you to listen to it? Oh, you were on Twitter. Me, I've seen this thing 20 times. I
Yes,
didn't listen to it. I scroll
you move
past.
on.
But I scolded him. Like, the guy was like, it's true, it's true. Let me fuck up. Like, you have to be able to be, you have to be very deliberate with what you listen to. You can't listen to something and be angry. You guy, nobody pushed you to it. He
I'll
said,
tell
not
you.
true, not true. I'll avoid it from now. I said, hey, now you're talking.
Don't worry. Episode 2 they come. We go say I go avoid them again.
Shout out
I
to her.
think I also think for like T Badge, I think a handful of people don't like her because she's very opinionated. I
Well, I
also
don't know,
think
so I can't say that.
I don't hate her. I just like
wait,
I don't
sorry.
care.
I also think some people don't like her because she doesn't do that thing a lot of like Nigerian celebs do, where they kind of, you know, form some fake humility and, form some sort of reverence for the people so the people then uplift them. I think, she's very standoffish, which is not a bad thing at times. And she doesn't generally give two hoots to anybody. And Nigerians don't like that shit.
Well,
Shout out to
it's the
her.
Nigerians that watch Big
I've,
Brother, sha. Know me.
I've not paid attention much to understand her like that. So I don't even know. I don't know her. I don't listen to her. I don't hate her. I don't like her. I'm indifferent. Shout out to her.
Okay, let's read one more email. Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Steve, especially because I believe Steve is the male version of me. I am a woman, yes.
Oh, thank you for identifying as a woman.
And
Shout out
she's a
to you.
woman. So this is one of the women that are listening to the podcast.
Shout
I
out
have
to
a
you,
few
man.
bones to pick with you guys. Oh my god.
Oh,
As
bone
a
picking
woman that
time.
actively
Let's have it.
as a woman that actively listens and loves loose talk, regardless of the content of this email, I don't feel welcome or appreciated on this podcast.
Oh,
Oh, come
oh,
on
This is
now. I'm
this is
so
good.
what I you
sorry.
see this
Let's
Stand up guys like
apologize.
us.
No vex. No vex.
Gentlemen
I'm so.
like
It's
us. No
Ayo. It's
vex.
Ayo. It's
It's
Ayo. I'm
Steve.
telling
It's
you.
Steve.
I keep saying it. It's
Steve.
Ayo.
It's when Steve was doing all
I'm
that
so
whole
sorry.
don't worry, don't worry. It's Steve, not me. I never go on the rant. You know, it's not me. Can never be me.
can I can I continue with the email,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, yeah.
I appreciate.
Thank you, Val. I sent an email a while ago. You guys referred to me as a guy as you read the email.
Oh, no, that one.
It's
No vex.
Ayo. It's
No vex.
Ayo. It's
No
Ayo.
vex. I'm sorry,
That one
man.
is Ayo.
I'm sorry, man. No vex. No vex. No vex.
I
Sleep
followed up
of
with a
gender.
Ah.
DM.
Sleep of gender.
I, I, I followed up with the that's wild. Sleep of gender is wild. Don't do that again.
Okay.
You guys
I
said
followed
okay.
up with a I followed up with a DM to Steve that was read on the pod, but for some reason you guys could not place which woman I was, but you never fail to know the men that message you and follow up. That's wow.
This is a smoky episode. The smoke.
Oh God.
That's your unconscious bias towards women showing.
Oh, wow.
What do they what is this described as? There's always a phrase for all these kind of things. What is this described as?
I don't know. I've not updated my way, so I don't know it. Though. They have new words every day, so I don't know.
Isn't internal? No, I don't have it.
Internal
I don't know the
displacement.
word.
Anyways, I'm not even trying to bash you. I understand how much you guys might have your guards up towards women. I actually don't have any guards up towards women, to be very honest. Maybe Ayosha. Ayo has guards up towards women. Ayo.
Mhm.
It's a safe space. Me, I don't have any guards up towards women. My best friends are women. Used to be, sure.
Shout out to
Anyways,
women.
I feel my agenda don't show you Pepe. Hmm.
Normal Pepe. Normal. It's character development. It's not Pepe. No. Come on.
No, no, no. Well, woman don't character development tire before.
Yeah.
Woman has character
Mm.
development too, and woman
hmm
has character development Steve too. So we
Yes.
got that
It's
D.
character
It's right.
development. It's not showing
It's
Pepe.
right. But this is not why we have our guards off. To be very honest, I will
We don't have
explain to
any
you
guy.
why we think guys are the people that we talk to most of the time, and we have no idea. It is because these three guys on this podcast have always been talking for a very long time, and we always just and people that now speak around us, like the circle formed around this small circle, are also filled mostly with guys. So when we talk, we just assume, and now we're learning and unlearning and learning, and we're seeing that there are more women that are listening to the podcast, and it's that's why I appreciate this email, so we can actually know, okay, more people are listening to the podcast. We also have to. My auntie listens to this podcast. You understand? Like more and more people, and the podcast, bro. We have hundreds of thousands of downloads. It's crazy, right? And more people listen to this podcast and write in and give us feedback. We understand the kind of people that listen to it, and it also informs us on how we should share our views, our opinions, and how inclusive we should be. So I really personally I appreciate you writing, and I'm sorry we didn't read the last email. They're like, we have to sift through the emails, like a million emails. I'm sorry, right?
We are
It's
sorry.
not only you.
You guys have to do
Yeah,
better.
You're sorry, ma.
we have to do better. We have to platform people better. Anyways, now to the reason I mailed you. So all these ones you said before is not the reason you mailed us.
If I talk now, they say I'm gender
Wow.
stereotyping, but let's just move on. Thank you.
I'm a Gen Y
Ayo,
woman.
say it.
I'm not saying
Say
anything.
it.
Let's move on. Let's move
But
on. In peace.
Sagi, that
Please.
clip is very funny. Have you ever seen that clip of
Where's my clip?
I think it's a TV debate. So the white guy was saying he does not understand why white people can't say the word nigger, the N word. The black guy that said the black guy looked at him and said, "Say it, just say it."
The actor,
I
there's an
know
actor.
where
Just say it. Just say it. Just go ahead. Just say it.
Oh,
You lose your job. You lose your job that night. Anyways, now to the reason I mailed you. I'm a Gen Y woman. What's Gen Y? Oh, millennial. Okay, okay. Oh, she put it in bracket here. Millennial. Married with a
Mm,
kid. Feminist, but also a realist. Oh man, she's
mm.
gonna get on with Steve so much.
Oh,
And I'm sorry to
the total
address.
package.
Actually, this is brilliant because she's a millennial. She's married
Mhm.
with a kid. She's a feminist, but also a realist.
Look at
This
that.
is interesting.
All the
I
colors of the
write
rainbow.
to. I let me just finish the
Continue.
message. I write to address women on this podcast. You guys lack accountability, and the facts of a few stupid men has flawed your judgment of reality. I choose not to expand on this. How convenient! I'll choose not to expand on this, but I hope it covers for the silly emails some sent on Steve's reaction to Shay's comments. Cardi B sang WAP, and a lot of women said, and I quote, the men have sung about this for so long and no one questioned them. Why why question the women? You know what? The email done the long. But I hope that that this gets to but I hope this gets out. But Steve, I think you're such a brilliant mind, and any other lead researcher is a counterfeit.
Wow.
Love you guys. Peace and
Let's
love.
fucking go. But
Peace and love
I
from the
think
serious list.
to be very honest, I think the lead researcher thing, they've left it for me. They don't see and say they're not going to fight me. They're not going to fight me. So and I had a couple of messages, not even a couple. I had like some messages that they sent me. They sent me to deliver some messages to you
Who
on the
that?
Mushot event, and
Yeah.
I did that on Twitter and Instagram. I delivered the message to you,
I'll soon
right?
block you on
And
both platforms. Don't worry. Because our platform,
all
your
right, no
platform, part of
wahala.
you using it for hate.
Steve, everybody's
That's all,
hailing
bro.
you. Abi. He said the thing wrong everywhere you are.
But it is with me.
No, 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 no. Body they pepper me. Body they pepper me.
Shout out
But
to
no,
Sally
no, but that's
Poppy.
not.
Oh god.
But, but that's not even a problem. Steve
What's the
needs to
problem?
understand that the bar for electing like credible people in this country is very low.
I mean, we
Do
can
you
see.
understand? if you are
But,
counting
but
Nigerians,
you know what? Let me counter that. They listen to loose talk. That means we are they're critically,
Are
high
critically
thinking
acclaimed.
people. Exactly. So they're not your typical Nigerians, right?
you know the
So there's
amount
Sabi,
of
the
mad
notebook.
people. You know the amount of mad people that are listening to this podcast.
Uh, I don't know.
you don't you don't know what's going on.
Don't
The
know
bar
what's
for
happening.
electing the bar for electing credible leaders and choosing credible leaders in this country is ridiculously low.
No, no,
So
no.
please
My
don't
people are
hype
really
yourself. Don't hype yourself. But yeah, shout out to Anonymous.
That's fast.
And
We
yeah,
appreciate you.
yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. And it's good that we started the podcast the way we started. And yeah, it's good. It's good. Please write in. And I think this podcast is always going to be a platform where we'll listen to everybody with, contrasting and varying opinions, right? As long as you don't cross the line of libel, treason, and a few other things, we'll be fine.
Slander.
Slander, I think we'll be fine. And I really want to hear how people think. And I want other people to write in and, either agree or disagree. I think that is a true representation of, you know, free speech stroke, how you really feel.
Yeah. Of high value people.
High value people, please.
Yes.
Please,
Yeah.
I,
and please try and apply brevity to your emails as well. So we can read more emails. People that say we don't
Mm.
read your emails, it's because of people read writing long emails. One long email is 3 emails that we could have read. It's not our fault. It's the
yeah,
writers.
I agree.
You know. Yeah, guys, we've done about
2 hours.
an hour. No, we've done like an hour and 40 minutes.
Are you
Do you
sure?
guys
It's
want to
almost
Okay.
cover
that's
any
2 hours now.
topic?
Approximately
That's two
two
hours. I don't
hours.
try now. Football match.
Don't
Don't
try.
over by now.
Round,
Now.
how are you rounding up 1 hour, 40 minutes to 2 hours? Why are you being like Nigerians? What's wrong with
Okay.
these
Oh.
guys?
It's is the Corona Papa that we attended. That's how they
Which one is
taught
we?
us.
No, we know. No, we know who go. I don't know your set. Which set were you in, please? I beg, I beg, I beg, I
That's what
beg.
they teach you. That's
I
what they
beg.
teach you now how to tell the
That is my
course.
only claim to
So
1%. If
that,
do not claim
now,
the
so,
1% with me. That is my
now,
only
so,
claim to
now
1%.
so they teach
Please.
us how to round them up.
No, 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 no. There's no corona in Delta State. No, 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 no. No, no.
Oh my
That is my
god.
claim to 1%, and I hold it alone. Thank you.
No, no, wala, no, wala.
When we get topics talk on, I don't want to talk, have you? We just talked about something, something,
All right,
something today.
talk one of the topics
Who's
most make I
who's
hear.
who's calling who's
That's
calling and who's calling your who's calling
Is
this
out
is
your
work. It's
Spotify
name?
guy.
actually work. It's actually work.
11:30.
It's
At
actually
So
work.
11:30. At
It's work
11:30.
actually. It's 10:30.
At
Sorry.
11:30. Calling you on WhatsApp. Oh, sorry, 10:30. At 10:30, calling you on WhatsApp. Who is that?
This
Who
not
says
work.
work?
Not work. No.
Which kind of work? 10:30 in the night.
Okay. Oh.
Hmm.
Money doesn't
Cool.
sleep.
Wagba
that's
control. Where's W for? Shout out W for.
He did a
she
song
didn't
with
satellite that
Buju.
on first time.
Yeah, he released a song with Buju like
Ben
this year or last year. I can't. Last year.
Benson.
Yeah, with Benson.
What's wrong with the Benson album, Ayo?
I think it's a bit monotonous, but I like a few songs on it.
What's monotonous? Like
The the
one
f-
sound or
the
something.
flow, yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm,
I need to listen to it because his last project, Bad Since 97, was fantastic. I need to listen to this one.
wasn't fantastic.
Talking
Was it
about
fantastic like that?
Yeah,
what
the
Bad
last one
Since
was
But
'97.
that one was good.
Solid,
okay, okay.
solid body. Yeah, solid body. Oh, you love it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You love it. You gotta love it. Dun-dun-dun. Come on, let's bounce, man.
All
We've
right.
discussed every other thing.
Okay, now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys, can we record? Can we record early next week? Can we record on Friday?
Yeah, we'll
anytime.
record on Friday now. Yeah.
That's what
I'll
you say.
come.
You now
Yeah,
come and tell us. You're the one that always pushing the
Ayo,
podcast. Ayo.
it's Ayo that
No,
disrupts it. Actually.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
I
it's either that
disrupted
is
it,
always
and we're ready
disrupting
to.
it.
I was ready. I'm ready to record on Saturday, but something happened. I don't want to shame the shameless, but don't
No,
worry, we'll
no,
move on.
nobody called me when Osagie didn't come today. When you and I came on the call today, and Osagie was not available, didn't you call him?
Okay, no verse, no verse. Sorry.
Nobody called me on Saturday. Now, if you called me, my phone was literally with me. But nobody called me, and I
Okay,
was sleeping. If you had called me, I would have woken up and just did the pod, but nobody bothered to wake.
Yeah,
I suspect that Sagi was not ready to record that thing on Saturday. So me not even being available, the guy was like, "Yup, see you guys later."
yeah.
You read my damn fucking mind, bro. Because
I'm
I did
All
it.
right, man.
I did a class like from 10 to 5, and
oh
I now
man,
did
so you're really
again for like
tired. Yeah,
2 hours.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
was like, fuck it. I would have done it if you guys joined, but as
yeah,
I was just
man.
looking at it, looking at the message, looking at the time, I was like,
As
around
I
bro. I
no
said, let
go,
me
just
just
pause.
I just went to sleep. Funny enough, I made breakfast for like the farm in the morning. I had gone to buy sausages, did like, toast bread, did
yeah,
everything for them. Yeah, give them
yeah.
English breakfast in the morning. They were feeling themselves.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's
Mm.
an intentional man.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be intentional, man. And
Yeah, you
see,
have to
we're
be.
high valued, man. We're hot in the market, too.
Yeah,
I'm
Now,
telling
so
you, we're hot in the market. Yeah, we're hot in the market, but we're taking,
yeah,
So
yeah.
sorry.
So fortunately, we are no longer in the markets.
Yeah,
Her
all the
loss.
and yeah, hello. And guess what? And all of them are singing on the road. Why are all the good guys get taken every time? Why? It's her loss. Wait, do you know Drake has one artist called Naomi Sharon? Have you guys heard of her?
Bro, I
I don't
follow her on
know.
Instagram.
I heard that Bad Bunny is on OVO. I don't know how true that is.
Bro, I heard that thing last week. I don't know how
Yeah,
true that is.
they said that since day one he has been part of Bad Bunny. He has been
No,
OVO, but
no,
they didn't just blow it up.
it's just some affiliation. Well, I don't know, sha.
Yeah,
Can't
it could be
you know how
affiliation
this
to Sha.
is. But I like Naomi Sharon. She sounds like Shadi.
Oh, okay.
So you know how I know her? I think her boyfriend
How?
came on Instagram one time to rant that Drake.
Oh, it was that. Is it that
Drake
babe? Oh, they
that's the
broke.
babe, ayo.
Drake broke their private engagement.
Immediately I saw her, and I was like, you know what? And not to be accused of being anything, I was like, I believe him.
I mean, if I was
But
Drake too,
I don't trust Drake. You know, understand? I don't trust, and since that day, I follow her on Instagram.
for
Not
all the
because I love her
talks,
music or anything. I just followed her that day. I forgot to unfollow, and she has been on my time TL since that time. Yeah,
You see
yeah.
what they tried to do to Layi Wasabi recently? Shout
what
out
did
to
they do?
Layi
About the
Wasabi.
betting thing.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
so,
Yeah,
so
I,
there's some
I
cool
didn't
kids.
understand
There
that.
are cool. Let me put a quick
I
message
didn't
out to the
understand
cool
it.
kids on. Let me put a quick
Yeah,
message out to the cool kids on Twitter, guys, guys, guys. Let me explain something to you guys. You don't control this thing anymore. See, Twitter used to be like a cool spot, right? And you guys used to have like your cool corner. And then you branch out from your cool corner and try to dictate people's tastes. But you see, the beauty of the internet and technology is that it finally spreads to everybody. And then the same
it's
strategy
very
you guys
violent.
had,
Yeah,
yeah, the same strategy you guys had to control narratives. Everybody can do that shit now. This thing they did to Lai Wasabi, mm, where he's been doing skits, people love his skits, he's been doing stuff. And the brand wants to partner with him, and the brand, happens to be a betting company. And then, he charges the betting company, obviously, and he does really good entertaining skits. And there's not some content marketing in there and infuses the brand. And you guys come on top of the tweets. Betting is a big issue in this country. We need to find a way to fix it. Look at this.
so
You
it's
know,
like that now fixes for
bring
them.
up yeah, they will now, succinctly put it on top of his tweet and find a way to get their followers to go and, give him some kobokos of cane to set him straight again because they don't like the content they put out. Cool kids, shit don't work like that no more. You all need to take the back seat and just sit down. Go and complain to your friends in your WhatsApp groups because life doesn't work that way. Steve, this is the fucking thing I was telling you about when it comes to selective morality. This is it.
yeah, yeah. I understand. I
Betting
get
companies
it.
have existed since when?
the beginning of
There's
time.
betting adverts that play anytime the EPL or any games are playing for
Bro,
hours.
they are on the biggest platforms. any
They're
media,
everywhere.
the
everywhere.
biggest media platforms in the world, and a guy, comedian, someone who just started creating content on social media, who's probably, I count him lucky, to be able to garner this like sponsorship opportunities, to make
Yes.
money and take care of his family, take care of his needs, take care of his
Ye-
ambitions, and
Yes.
you on Twitter saying, "I expected more of you." Will you get,
Who are you? Will you
bro?
get off your high
Like
horse?
in the scheme of things, who do you think you are? Like, bro, like it's and that's people don't understand how violent the culture is. I remember, and that's why I always laugh at people who who lay the like who are very angry with the obedience and the Peter Obi culture on Twitter, like where people talk
Hmm.
about Peter Obi and how violent they are. Bro, it's just an extension of what you've done before.
That's
And
all.
especially people, yeah, this we saw 2015.
I'm
If
actually
you
shocked.
tweet in
You're shocked.
support of Goodluck Jonathan, if you
You're
tweet in
done.
in support of
You're
Goodluck Jonathan, you are
done.
done.
You're roasted.
Why are
You're
we acting
done.
as if we just got on Twitter yesterday? This is just an extension of it. And what happens to culture? The people who come after the previous people, they have more intensity because they're younger, they're angrier, and
Bro.
it is what it is. You know,
Facts.
bro,
Facts.
there's one time on Twitter, a particular group of people, I won't mention a name, just for peace to reign. Once they cancel you, my brother, you are done. I used to laugh at them. I'm like, you know what? Another people are going to take this thing and run with it. And those people lost their voice. And they were also the group of people who were talking to Layi Wasabi too. And I just looked at it and laughed. I'm like, you people don't have this, you don't have this authority anymore. You don't have this clout anymore to detect what's cool and what's not cool. Please shift.
Oh, I don't like shave
And
vibes. Ugh.
Who
yeah.
cares?
Come on.
I'm like, who
Oh, the
cares?
shave.
Like who
Who's this shave vibes guy? No, it's Ashake we like. Like
like
in
the
the
sun
grand scheme,
rises and
see,
sets on your
you,
head. No, come on, it
bro,
doesn't.
do you know how big? Do you know how many people are in this world?
You don't understand. You know.
You know, I tell my
Or
kids all the
people
time.
or
Oh,
people
but I
who
was
keep
making. I'm
saying
like,
Shirley Poppy is not a rapper. That's I saw that one
Oh
article the
yeah,
other
yeah,
day. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I was
The
like,
guy, and
Before you
you people don't understand what's going on. If you
yeah,
people
culture has
understand what's going on,
culture has
you will
moved
be happy.
past
You
all this thing you are
you
doing.
people, you people don't
shout out to Fully
understand.
Krypton. Shout out to Fully Krypton who said what Odumodu Black and Charlie Poplin are doing to hip hop in Nigeria, right? Especially this. Oh, this is not hip hop. That kind of hip hop
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
same thing punk artists did to rock.
Yep.
Same thing. He who thinks he has the grasp of culture in his hands, and because he
You
has used it
don't.
to wield his
Thank
authority
you.
in the
Yeah.
last few years, thinks he still
Yeah.
has it, you are
Yeah.
in for a rude awakening.
He go shock you.
Culture doesn't wait for anybody. Moves.
Because
Peace.
And
we
I
were
will.
here when our own hip hop became obsolete. We're here, we
Do
saw
you
it.
understand?
And we saw it. Like, come
Do you
on now.
think you're going to have the monopoly of on
It's
culture?
impossible. It's
Impossible.
impossible.
Bro, in
You
2006,
literally have.
if they had told you that an artist like Drake will come out who breaks all the mystique of
Who own the
masculinity,
culture? Yeah.
does all everything that we thought was whack back then, and break Michael Jackson's record or ties Michael Jackson's record, we say it's a lie. Look at where we are now.
Who says it like
And you are
a
still holding on
rapper?
to you're still holding on to
Someone
19.
who didn't have a someone who
Yeah,
didn't have a number one record until 2016. That's like 8 years
yeah,
into his career.
yeah. And you are still holding on to
Can you
1994 rap. This is how we used to do it in
bro?
1994. With a rap like this.
Culture is like
It will
it's
move beyond
violent,
you.
it evolves, it's
What
fluid,
do you?
like it moves.
What
You
do you?
can't
What do you think?
detect
What
it.
do you think Charlie Poppy is doing?
Man, they said it's not rap. I was like, what's not rap?
What's
That
that?
is hip hop.
That
Come on,
is
man.
rap, my guy. Hey.
That's literally the meaning of hip hop.
Hmm.
But
We are
it's fine.
playing.
It's fine if they don't get it. You know. Yeah,
You're not a
it's
see.
okay.
You're not a tastemaker. You're not
Yeah.
a tastemaker.
You're not
And
a
if you were a
goalkeeper.
taste,
And this takes
you
me to the Drake conversation, right? Sagi.
yeah,
I think I spoke
yeah.
about it after the review of Our Loss when Our Loss came out, and most of the criticism was that Drake has not shown growth or evolved in his music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we are judging Drake very, very unfairly because you
Mm.
have to understand the type of artist Drake is, right? I don't think Drake wants to be critically acclaimed. I don't think because he can't. I don't think he even can because of the kind of music he does. Right? You know, apart from his early works, Drake has not been this timeless artist. He's not like that. He feels the presence. And that's why he's always releasing music. And when people do that, CLB was in September 2021, right? Honestly, Nevermind was in June 2022. Her loss was in November of last year too. That's same 2022. Now he has music again. The reason why there's so much music because he's tapping into present culture, gives you, feeds you what he wants to feed you, then moves ahead,
Mm,
goes into the future and feed you again. And that's what has made him great. He has now tied Michael Jackson for the most number one song in America, a rapper.
it's crazy.
For us to
It's
now
like
turn around and
yes,
criticize the same guy for doing something that he has been doing, something that has made him very, very successful, I think is really, really disingenuous. Like I don't understand it. Look at the top 20 now. I think he has like about 15 songs. This is I and Drake were the same age. I don't expect Drake to be making music for me. My demographic we don't move pop culture. We don't buy merch. We don't attend
we're not
concerts.
we're not going to the shows.
We're not moving. We're not.
I mean,
So you expect him to be serving me and not Kai Sanat, according to Joe Budden. I felt it was really unfair, to say stop hanging out with 25-year-olds. And there's
Steve,
something else again.
you know the funny thing
Kanye
about
West
this.
said it.
Steve,
Kanye
you know
West
the
said it.
funny.
Listen to the kids.
Steve, do you know the funny thing
Yeah.
about this? How old is Drake
Yeah.
now?
Drake
37.
is 37. Yeah.
Okay, the greatest female rapper of all time, according to the world right now, is going to be 40. She's dropping an album this year. I can bet
Yeah.
you Nick is going to rap about pussy, 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 pussy from track 1 to track 20.
Yep.
And
And
nobody will
nobody's going
talk.
to critique. Nobody's going
Nobody
to,
will talk.
the criticism was so unfair. I didn't understand it. Stop is like, I didn't get it. Not everybody's going to like go and release an album like 444 like Jay. Drake is not even living that life. Drake is out here. He's single. He's a pop star. He's a music star. He lives the life. He goes to clubs. That's his life. He's not at home raising any family or something like. So the music is definitely going to be. I don't understand the criticism too. Like it really confused me when a lot of guys came out to attack him, and I felt that it really got to him because Drake never responds to people.
Yeah, you got
He has
to.
been giving
Yeah,
it
never.
out. He has been
Hardly
dishing
does.
it out. Yeah, I didn't understand
There's
it. I
this
don't know
chick.
I don't
There's
know how
this
you
chick
feel
called
about it.
Elise in Canada.
Yeah, he put
Is it
her up
Elise or
on.
Elsie? Oh shit, I
He
Yeah,
put
forgot.
her
It's
up
whatever.
says
on his
He
Instagram
put
or
her
yeah, I
something.
up
said Elise.
on his Instagram stories. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man. See, you know, Steve, you're right, man. The creator is going to create art, and people are
See,
going to critique it. Fine, but
sure.
if a creator wants to do whatever the fuck they want to do, let them do it. Go and listen to the other person that is doing what you want to do.
See, if I want some
You
other
know
shit,
how
I'll go to K Dot
it's
and
very
J. Cole.
simple.
That's it.
If Drake is going to do music like that for 25 years, you can't stop him.
You can't
You
stop
can't
him.
force him
Stopping.
to
You
do
can't
He's the one
censor his
whatever
art.
creating it.
he doesn't want to do.
Yeah,
You know,
I get
so
you. I
I
get you.
see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay.
Shout out to Breezy. I haven't heard the album though, because with all the noise and everything, I just stayed away from it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard the album. I
It's
heard it
somewhere
like
later.
6 times or 7 times. It's good. It's long. It's long as you have to listen. I cut
it's too
it
long. That's
short.
the only thing that is discouraging me.
I listened to it half, then
That's my
stop, then
problem.
listen to
That's my
carry it on
problem.
again. But apart from that, it's dope, sure.
That was my problem with Scorpion. That was my problem with Certified Lover Boy.
CLB.
He likes this long album. I
I have
don't know.
some
Maybe
songs
it's
of
to
the
game the streaming something, but I don't know. But apart from that, it's dope,
the
sure.
last long album I listened to was Views, and I enjoyed Views. And people don't like Views, and me, I like Views.
Views was that was a project. That was a thesis. That was a university
I like
project.
Views. My fave Drake album is Nothing Was the Same, anyways.
NTWS.
But I like Views. I like Views. I fuck with Views. You know. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys on
Guys,
another
see you guys next
bumper
Monday.
episode.
Yeah. NT to Channel 5.
Another bumper episode.
Peace.
I think we should end it like this. The way you end it, let's end it the Nigerian way. Let me look for that record for you guys. I'm going to look for that. There's one record takes you back to those very power days. I will find it now. Ooh, I'm gonna find it now. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Yes, yes.
Hey, 90s
You are
kids in the
listening to
house.
another brand new episode
Yeah.
at the top of the hour right now. Good evening, Lagos.
Good
I go
evening,
by the
Lagos.
name of Osagie. I have my co-host here with me, AOT2.
Oh God, we don't suffer. We don't suffer for this country.
How, how the AOT2? How's the day going?
The day has been wonderful, wonderful. No, a little bit of traffic here and there in the city of Lagos, but we keep it pushing always.
What are you going to tell us about this bumper episode we have for our guest today?
Oh, we have great music. Great music from the likes of Puff Daddy, Coolio, Michael Jackson, and Prince coming to you hot, live and direct from our studios in Alagbado.
And
Oh
on the local
man,
front, dude, we have
we
Paul
have
Play in
Tony
the studio.
Pop playing in the studio. We have Tony Tetula and the man himself, Daddy Shoki.
Iron knows the shit. Ion's killing the shit.
Oh man,
This was our childhood, man. I fucking
yeah,
love this shit.
man. That social media no day now. Neither radio or TV. You know if you don't go anywhere.
Ah man, the radio was it, man. I won't lie. I enjoyed the radio. Shout out to DJ Mike Blue Moon. Rest in peace, DJ
Yeah,
Mike Blue
rest in
Moon.
peace.
TV Radio Continental. Fuck. See, I was so into his show. I left my house, went to Radio Continental, waited for him to finish. He came out and I greeted him.
Mad.
Bro, let me tell you, if you were a radio host in the 2000s, bro, the only thing about radio then was because there was no social media, you could walk freely anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
nobody will
if you
know you.
radio,
Yeah,
nobody would fucking know you, right? But if you were a radio host in the 2000s,
the
Mm.
influence was just too
you were,
mad. Jesus
Was too
Christ,
bro,
much.
man,
the
bro,
influence was just too good.
bro. You know when I knew, of course, I knew everybody listened to radio, but do you know when I knew people really fucking listen to radio?
See
Was those
tomorrow. See
night shows,
tomorrow,
the two a.m. shows that
Yeah,
people are calling.
more rhythms of the night.
bro,
You
bro,
understand? You know when
Rhythms of the
you
night
bro.
with Shala
mistakenly just
Thompson.
you're just
Hmm.
you know when you're just
Noise.
up mistakenly. Shout out to Shout something by the way. You know when you're just up, you say make I just hear radio. Then you be hearing people
People are
calling
calling
you
in.
2 a.m.
Jesus, people are
Ha,
calling in, discussing matters of the heart.
Hmm.
bro,
Matters of the heart.
bro.
Now we're playing Kenny
Yeah,
G or Celine Dion in the background.
ah, man.
Nah, I got the radio. Radio hard,
Well,
and
this
radio
thing, this
still
thing
has
still
its
happens to
chokehold.
tomorrow. This thing still happens. Just that
It's
that's
still
not the
there,
life we're
Sha.
living because we don't.
It's still there. If you listen to
Yeah,
this night, you hear it though.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
still there
yeah.
now.
We've kind of moved
Still
out of
there.
that circle, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
also think I also think, and I'll be very frank, right? And shout out to all the people on radio because I have friends on radio, but I also think the quality of like hosts and guests
Oh, he has
Yeah,
dipped.
maybe. Yeah.
Has dipped.
on radio kind of dipped, and that's because people aren't going to, like enough broadcasting schools
Yeah.
for them to
Mm,
really learn the tricks
true.
of the trade before
Yeah,
they
yeah,
then
yeah,
get on
yeah.
these platforms. Like you see people that
That's
are
true.
passionate about it, but like if you don't know, if you don't
They
have the
don't have enough
rudimentary skills.
training. Yeah.
There's a popular radio station that has a female host, and you know, she just thinks it's like jokes and fun, and she just, you bring an artist, and maybe because we were just like music journalists in the past and everything, you bring an artist to the studio, and you hear the kind of questions they ask this person, and
Do they wonder?
even the artists themselves, right? You don't get the true essence of the artist.
Mm.
See, bro, there's no artist that is poor or does not have quality or lacks substance.
Yeah.
There are only a few that are like that. You bring Portable to for an interview. If you get Portable on an interview and you have the right person who has the right questions, there's one thing having the right questions. There's another thing with your charisma and your
Yeah. Asking
mannerism
it
and the
properly.
way you carry. Yeah, the way you carry the person and you go in and you really get the answers from that person. It's a skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of people have it. And that's what I miss from radio. I want to see that again. I want to see people really passionate about what they're doing, not just because, you know, they've been asked to do it.
Yeah,
I don't want to go into this shit, so it's not like you know. Anyways, man, I've dragged you guys on for 2 hours.
yeah. We tried 2 hours.
Uh, that was my
Now we
intention.
can round it up now, right? Correctly.
Yeah, I can round it
No
up. Oh yeah,
wahala.
yeah, Ayo,
Yeah.
let me do this. Hold on, I need to do this. Lead researcher, take it away.
Guys, I won't go sleep. I'm not taking anything. No, leave me alone.
Get out. You're not even conforming to this thing. And to my
I'm,
co-host
I'm,
AOT2,
Thank you
take it
guys for
away.
listening to us out there. Be safe, be kind. Nigeria loves you. And also do not forget to always keep it on Repower 100.5, the station with the latest music and the hottest dial.
Now that's how you take it away. Goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.